Right, medase. Saturday anopa wosa ehwe ye bio on Abrana Su TV XYZ. Saturday morning. Yeba abedi nkomo from Tumuja Keche to Bolga, a free Bolga ebesi Tamale. Edeko Mo, Eko Karaga, Edikemwa besi Techimai, ebesi Achirinshia. Ede ko ahafu Kenya ase ede ko go so ede twamua besi hwidiem na yaba abesi santase ede akọ kumase tafo ede awuramu akọ mamponten ede atwam akọ all the way to Fade all the way to Kona Agona Mikurum ekọ bedmase kokotie asua we are Mwase Bipua hini Japan me ya mechiao ede ko mampong ebe sini twam eba efijase ede ko asamai ewram ebe fa dwaben na wode tisim eba dwoso etwamwa tukubase duampo bo amadumase ede twam eba new kofodua no bo muram bomfa eko edumasa kofia mankwa edumasa na wugina na de kopemnase akoronwe wabri esase ekosi esanso ede twam ebesi konongo eba besi ye kan say ase anti achem mmoso ede twam wanchi ede ba agogo ede twam aba wanimwo abesi bopata all the way ede besi nkoko enemwa ingresi amanfurum ede besi teacher mante na jese wonnamu abedu nsawam na udru nsawam a baabi abeduro no suhum ene ne mpotamu nyina baabi yetie the Commander General of the 5th Battalion ni show Commandant of the 5th Battalion ni show ubedu nkran ofa nkran efri amasamai pokuase ebesi ofanko ede namua ma 7 tantra ne mpotamu ede twam kwa adenta bese kwa shaiman ni mafo ni nie na udi wram ko Jamestown ebese ne ko all the way to ho pweje na ufri pweje na obesi ni twam ko nkwanta north eko akachi agbo eko akove ni nyina no aha ani etie Commandant of the 5th Battalion a show ani etie wodi basini twam efa ni sei na uwramu la pass na de wani kire said ye wokọ weja bawe na Makati Hill wonnamua koduru ye kan say mankasim runabout edi twam basini kokotukraba si ye kokotukraba abesina ko benso ni yakọ twifo praso ya besina ko central Cape Coast proper abra pedu dunkwa ene de keke ka ho nyina no udi koduru takrade afie kuma nkwanta babia di twam ekobroni krom kalo western region babia betwam akoduru bia no wasa akropon bodi sahwia kontomra sahwiyo so wo mu nyina babia wo mutie Commandant of the 5th Battalion ni show Commandant of the 5th Battalion ni show Commandant of the 5th Battalion ni show ukodru kofodua ajoso kofodua total 1 total 2 eho ana akosua sewa ejina dwaben sewa ejina yedi nkomode a the only show a omutie ne Ghana omunim se kanokore show a papa show a sebisebio ye ma mesesa wa adwene nkosi babia the Commandant of the 5th Battalion ni show aha abrana so enkomo enano miankasa menana na osaye meba nana ni maku brensi ama a wono anaye asante konfo pani asante aguna nana bosomfo boabedro bosomfo wofra mosi ye wolumai usho na ano de na ano ehye wadama tietia break mame nana wadama metie kikiriki former DCE of asante aguna ne mpotem afija seche east ene mpotem nyina anso was ye voice of the voiceless munyina mokasa metie na etoda Sabisabio yesi ensuota aponcherani a waje wo. We are tired of how this country is being mismanaged by people that we trusted that they could manage this country for us. Edruwa de yebetimi aya ne se yedi ansam ba koja nananom. De yebetimi aya ne se yedi ansam e ba koja nananom so monka bi mayen. Na sabisabio so bitimi kura Bible. Ebo mpa ye ne agitum se ye okay. Obitimi kura eye Quran ne agitum se ye okay. Ada ne agi atum so o man ne ye secular state. Na nso ye nananom som tete atempo ne de ye fa ya na mokekam. Afan mo hunu se ho ana tumi ho ana nyansa ewo. Aha eyo okatachi afrifa mensa show. Yanante ene ye be free oforiata ne akufo ado so kakra. Ye be free omoso. Na Auditor General's report. Ana no mesuma makola so onko print mbreme. Onko print ba en maboka 186 Ghana cedi. Na meyere ka se hey ubaka we nyina because of Ghana for am say aye Auditor General report no ebon emunye hwam enu ntina esela ousu akufo ahyeda se obekres konate nkrofo sem ne aka ho asem ye nya ho asem kan ne enya ka chena awayi dumade na shema so ne dumno aha ye nya kan ne ye nya ka chena ye beka ne aka Medame woba ene blackboard ne waha. Yebehe Auditor General's report. A hospital se wo krom ha bone a wo mudi etia wo man no. Na nso da bia ye de ani a kire eye politicians so nti ya forget wo mo. Enko ba bia medi Edward Katechi Afrifa Mensa betimi afre me the youth president na majiso kabum meba isia.
The average human body mass should have at least 60% water for optimal performance in any physical or mental exercise. We can help you maintain it naturally. X Natural Mineral Water. Simply natural.
Kofi guys, headache, ewa, sombo. Osodi, na nipa brand inside na mundress na enkono na abochoko wo wankwa na ya. Oh. You home family back okra. My hospital okra ma e catch me say malaria. Malaria news man no. Also the e kai edu herbal clinic. Malaria wo beto na ta. Wo de dru bia ba wo fan edek malacure mixture. Mamumbo bi na no. Malaria betade. Fever betade. Edek malacure mixture. Genome na omoto.
Edek malacure anu odin etumi malaria papa. Edek malacure betimi fever no ho. Eti de yi hame.
Edek malacure mixture.
Ebema wonu atoso no.
Edek malacure mixture. Eye papa.
Enti hwe moja mhu sa wo atridi ansa na wa fa atridi edu.
Apemfo abata wo manufo ne kwada wo ni fiedum yenu nka ho. Edek enkwa sombo FDA ahwehwe sa edwadie krato yi mu agiatum se eye. Malaria
If I cry na menyisika, etia ye mefui.
Ehin fa na menya bosia, edia tre medwuma yi mu.
Kai cry mabre, me ye bosia ato taxi fufu. Suhum Rural Bank.
Suhum Rural Bank.
Yemamwa kwa baba Suhum Rural Bank. Ye won hyehyɛ ahodoɔ bi te sɛ dwadifo abosia, ekuokuo abosia, susu account, ɛne daso wɔ hɔ savings account, mebada chain savings account, ɛne deɛ keka ho. Suhum Rural Bank was 034229186. Na wɔn nso wetumi aka sɛ
Suhum Rural Bank ama ene mayeka ona.
Suhum Rural Bank enti me pa minie.
Suhum Rural Bank, growing our heritage.
Welcome to AutoCheck Vehicle Diagnostic and Licensing Center.
I hear my car can be checked here without going to so many Accra.
Sure.
Emission, check.
Alignment, check.
Brakes, check.
Visit AutoChecks at Koforidua Aquadum Road for the roadworthiness of your vehicle, from saloon cars to heavy-duty industrial vehicles. Madam, your car is now ready for the road.
Thank you so much. AutoChecks, check.
AutoChecks, your safety, our priority.
Check, AutoChecks.
Right, me that's say so the most authoritative Saturday morning show Abrana so on TV XYZ. Medino answer na intimate answer the truth sayer. Obi a waka no koresa de tie without fear without favor. Okatechi afrifa mensa asante agona ayiko hene eneme. Medame ho eba ye sisi amoma yeni nkomotie nie. Oman no ye chechire no se ye nyina ye bedi no kore no oman no amuvia konanim. Almost politicians are the micromanagers of the economy, so they micromanage almost every institution and all the people therein in the country. And for that matter, they be any the subo ebo politicians. But the emirate say sometimes you be scrutinizing the institutions and also na yasha bonia institutions no ADA na yeni enkoho. Ene baby a yayare sabia ewo. Baby, you say yeje ayarehwe, ye hospitals. According to Auditor General's report, yenkwo bonia ye hospitals in Omudi. Your hospitals in Edigana Fosika to the tune of 7 million. To the tune of 7 million Ghana cedi. To the tune of 7 million Ghana cedi. Omache edi free. Hospital na any you can say oxygen. Hospital na any gas. Hospital na da form bed da form no. Omadi Ghana sika 70 billion. Tetiska 70 billion. 70 billion. Oka 7 million no aya na enye emunyedu. Omampani kufo na ya bura na wosesa sika nti akoye bibio ho. Now my church hospitals ne edin wa ha. Move follow me. The Edikani National Cardiothoracic Center. Near Toso a Nima Government Clinic. Near Toso a Greater Accra Regional Hospital. Makola Government Clinic. Achimota Hospital. Mamprobi Hospital. National Blood Service. National Blood Service. Uria. Yanko National Cardiothoracic Center bio. National Cardio. Yanko Cardio bio. Yebeba ho bonia wa mudie. Uwia yanko eye National Reconstructive Plastic Surgery. Eti national, that is eye national yemfa ni say reconstructive. Yebeba ndi eye plastic surgery. Wodi yemfa ni national surgery. Yanka ni say national surgery. I national surgery. I national surgery for yebeba ho. Yebeba ho. Na yanko eye ophthalmic nursing school and also ophthalmic nursing school. Ophthal and I have most spelling the same pony. Media assembly. Ophthalmic nursing school. Okay, nursing school. Yababa ho na yanko eye perioperative and critical care nursing. Peri-operative, peri-O, OP nursing. Okay. Nursing school. Is it nursing school? Yes, it's school. A school. You have a sika womodio. Cape Coast Hospital in Tabeting. So Cape Coast Hospital in Makwada Hopping. Cape Coast Teaching Hospital in Tabeting. Makwada Hopping. Na Okwada wa e ho kan. Okwada wa the whole Cape Coast in Tabeting no. Wo mu oxygen kura bi ni ho. Oxygen aka o wa am say emienu o se ba akopɛ. Eno kura ba akwa rust in Tabeting. Esu ye behwe eye sika sa nkrofo we etewo a wo mu edi. Now, according to Auditor General's report, also we noted that allowances to the tune of 7,127,834, which had not been approved by the Ministry of Finance, were paid to the staff and consultants of the underlisted institutions for performing their core responsibility. The Auditor General report, a year 239, can say, sa hospitals here, mabo omudi no. Wamu kwatena hɔ a hospitals na any oxygen, hospitals na any bed and nkrofo eda form abaje owo hospitals a bed and nkrofo da form ensure to show video of nkrofo eda form ensure to na Ghana for good form hospitals Ghana for good form ye be show say video na moahwe na so hospitals and staff a ye tua wo mo ka bosumi bia no omo ese wo mo wo me camera we come any ho aha womo say womo ewo allowances a womo je now from a year January from a year January to January 2019 so to December 2019 National Cardiothoracic Center hospitals ne mpanimfo a ewo ho etena ase eche sika 269,486 National Cardiothoracic Center no a oxygen e dibesi nkrofo so kura ni ho National Cardiothoracic Center no a enkrofo nya sebisebio ba bia won beda bed papa so na no sa National Cardiothoracic Center no workers wo ho without approval from Finance Ministry we dey nyo foriata na yeye in the year 2019 from January to December 2019 sa hospital no chair 2,269,486 yentwemra ni sei no mo hwebi aha yentwemra 2,269,486 ana hospital no echema wo mo ho edi National Cardiothoracic Center enso enkrofo gufom a wo mo enya baabi na enso ensuo to a enkrofo gufom hospital ewo Kolebu enso Kolebu National Cardiothoracic Center wo mo timi enya sika 2,269,486 and can't tenu akufo peso akiyeka 22 billion or much 22 billion bed ba kubia ya 1,000 Ghana sa 2 million uni bed do betimi ato hospital beds hey abranteti hospital beds ba ko 1,000 Ghana sa 2 million divide 1,000 Ghana by 2 million e hade ye betimi ato beds buru 2,000 a year beds ade egu ho enso National Cardiothoracic Center workers no wo ho no wo mo HD whoever is managing National Cardiothoracic Center shame on you se ye hunu se nananom na musuro nananom ntwa moka dia mo ye oman no se wotena se na oman te se Ghana ye nisika oman te se Ghana bibia nim na otimi koche eye 2,269,486 Emma one workers edi say your allowances without approval from a Finance Ministry. Now yanko eye nima your friend say Dr. Serebo your friend say Dr. Lawrence Serebo shame on you look Dr. Serebo shame on you say what tina say manage ye say Ghana yesika 2.2 million mobeche edi say mo friend allowances for staff meanwhile according to Auditor General's report adwuma mo ankasa mo yededa na ye moving yanko Nima government hospital Nima formula ntie muntie wisdom inki no ba ku bia na de hana waiva Nima formula ntie muntie mo hospital na esi won Nima from a year January to a year December 2019 Nima hospital no so wamotena say Nima hospital na hiafo ekoho abaje make nyina na wu show Ghana ye hospitals enkrofo egu form enkrofo egu nsuom enkrofo nya baabi na look at 21st century her hospital akonya bi esi wa enipa da so hwe akonya bi esi wa enipa da so hwe abata egu form ewo na Nima government hospital much 23,700 and a year 23 Ghana cedi edi 230 million na much edi 230 million Nima government hospital dey si wono much edi say e allowances mewa mewa sa ade we kebetimi atobes buru 20 aguo Nima government hospital modan ho tantantantantan mutimi penti se mutimi penti modan wa we betimi apenti dan na medan na ye mono eso much sika na di mu ye nipa bone fonti na yamra Greater Accra Regional Hospital rich enano ya no mampani John Dramani Mahama ebo a yemiesi rich tienie ye renovate rich man be ye world class hospital now rich hospital no from a year January to December 2019 January to December 2019 Accra Regional Hospital abaje brabak to the studio January to December 2019 Accra Regional Hospital ehwe nyame anim ese yetua wo ka busumi bia yema wo official allowance ne de ka ho busumi bia wo ankasa sa transe Accra Regional Hospital director eche Ghana fo sika according to Auditor General's report 1,284,366 eti hospital no a enye Mahama Dawroma anko omuni gas ena no baby a wa cheko wuye nye ho no omne ko ya wo se na bed ni ho no bed syndrome Accra Regional Hospital elsu yetimi anya Accra Regional Hospital amo ma che 1 million oka 1 million ye enye hu oka 1 million no a enye hu make us say 10 billion titisika no o ma che 10 billion ana ama wo mo hu edie now 1,284,366 ana Accra Regional Hospital whoever is in charge of Accra Regional Hospital nananu muntiaka boni awudie wo ho wona nkrofo moche edie nananu muntiaka Dr. Emmanuel Sefenyo dia woti wo boni awudie se wona o manfo moche sika we edie we according to Auditor General's report se moche 1 million of the poor people's money. The poor people's money. Poor people's money, 1,284,366 Ghana cedi. Motria Mamohosa allowance. And Dr. Emmanuel Sefenyo, Nananu Munchaka, if this is what you are doing. Sanananu Munchaka, dia, Bonia Wayan Wombetria, Papa Wayan Sombetria. Etima mu yamu nhihye mu yakasa na yese mesi Yesu nyame Yesu fa ne boa won to ne ntem mepeboa to ne ntem nyame fa ne boa won to ne ntem na mu jimi sa kromu a mepede to ne ntem. And this is what the hospital Dr. Emmanuel Sefenyo, shame on you say wo ma hwamia o ma no by this time wo mu hunu say boni a wote hospital wa wudie and say yesika 1,284,366 under your leadership much heady. Is this leadership? Accra Regional Hospital, January to December. na macha 1,284,366 adi say your allowances. It is a woman Esha. This is what you are doing at the hospital. Dr. Emmanuel Sefenyo, wona will lead nananom nchiaoka. Say ya wunu say the musura ne nananom. But this is wrong. This is wrong. You're moving yanko Makola Government Hospital. Wano Makola Government Hospital no. Wano Makola Government Hospital no. Wisdom. Maka no for problem na mfanya majuma. Now Makola Government Hospital. Here the ono so mpompo kire motuomuo. Wo Makola Government Hospital from January to December 2019. Mutwe Makola Government Hospital muni tengwe. Na wo makoche 13,000. Some monkeys play by sizes. It will have hospitals in what? Ghana. Oh. We are crazy people. Monkeys play by sizes. It will pack idea. You come hospitals near Sonwa. Wamudi sikana wamudi ni boom 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 boom. You call the Shana. No monsuaja. Say baby how much bet me nyaka credit no. Eti Udru cardiothoracic center. Wodia wodini 2 millions. Na ubedru regia wodia wodini 1 millions. Na ni mane Makola nso wamusu di omo de kakra fast here. So Makola nso di 13,635 Ghana cedi. Makola Government Hospital, whoever is in charge of Makola Government Hospital, shame on you. Shame. Shame on you. Shame. And you see, Omaino won't change obi e dine de so ma say Akufo Addo ne ofori ata edibi e dey say baby obi atibia at every level onu so dine de na enko Achimota Hospital wisdom want to talk maka ni bia nwu ha na ma fa anyima dwuma obeto ate awaye wisdom say papa na sum enano ayi meyire hu o say wisdom ni ana adam say that be we decimal. That's why the true say full anini. Now, Achimota Government Hospital, from January to December 2020, from January to December 2020, according to Auditor General's report, we are 2020. So, according to Auditor General's report, Achimota Hospital ne si wono. Wamudi Ghana Fosika 410,672 Ghana cedi. We Achimota Hospital there. Eti Achimota Hospital edi 431,672 Ghana cedi. Achimota Hospital sika wo modie aye approve ye sika wo matena se edi. Was the one in charge of Achimota Hospital? Achimota Hospital. Yako Mamprobi Government Hospital, so Mamprobi Hospital, no, from a year January to December 2020. Mamprobi Hospital, Wamutina say away Ghana Fosika 115,406. Hospital no boni omudieni o, wamu wiye sika boni omudieni. Now Yako Mamprobi Wamusu away 115,406 Ghana cedi. Yenko National Cardiothoracic Center. Mind you, National Cardiothoracic Center 1, National Cardiothoracic Center 2. It's National Cardio, Omababio. National Cardiothoracic Center. In the year January, and on January 2020, January to December 2020, National Cardiothoracic Center, no. Almost our Ghana Fosika. No, but before that, National Blood Service. So we are National Blood Service. Baby, I munya blood no or say kwame despite na boa mo agigi bi komo mo no. Say munya blood ni nyina wo moto from January 2020 to December 2020. National Blood Service nso we yesika 110,111 Ghana cedi. 110,111 111 Ghana cedi. Now, National Cardiothoracic Center again. Don't forget, National Cardiothoracic Center 1, National Cardiothoracic Center 2. Dr. Serebo, on the hell, me Dr. Serebo, shame on you, shame, oh my hewa. Esa o mahunu boni awudie and our leadership. Medical check 2,269,486 Ghana cedi. Eddie in 2019, young count over January to December 2020, according to Auditor General's report. Na enono wakwa kodi 762,372. Dr. Serebo, under your leadership, uche we di we na nso. The next year, I'm say 700 eno eye kan na eye encounted 7 billion. 7.6 billion. Ana Dr. Serebo ne manfo chedi ye. Na yenko National Reconstructive Surgery die womo no ayesa no. Baby aye surgery no. Womo National Reconstructive Plastic Surgery and Burns Center, Greater Accra. Womo di Ghana fosika 179,680 according to Auditor General's report. Ghana fosika and from the year January 2020, January to December 2020. Ghana fosika wamudi ye enye. Na ye call ophthalmic nursing school. Ophthalmic nursing school no so. Some many workers say from January to December 2020. Ophthalmic for the Ghana fosika 227,030 Ghana cedi of Ophthalmic nursing school. Good. We are yanko perioperative and critical care nursing school. More nursing school multimeter ho. Edi Ghana fosika to the tune of 701,354 Ghana cedi. 701,354 Ghana cedi. And we a perioperative nursing school. Eti nursing school for no. Se mu ko school a. Mo for ni sika wa mu wie ni o. Perioperative for. Anase for mu die. Mo for ni sika wa mu wie ni. In the year of our Lord, according to Auditor General's report, they are approving scammer woman. This is what they are doing at the various hospitals. Now you come to Cape Coast Teaching Hospital in Taberton. Cape Coast Teaching Hospital in Taberton. The whole central region. Oxygen quite this in the paso a new two. As to Cape Coast Teaching Hospital. Why your friends say? Eric Ovinyadu. Dr. Eric Ovinyadu. Shame on you. Shame. Nananu Muntiaka. Dr. Eric Ovinyadu. From January to December 2020, Dr. Eric Ovinyadu, under your leadership, Ghana Fosika 1 million, Cape Coast Interbeting, Muntie, Interbeting Hospital can kind way see one wa, Muntiminto Penti Kuram Penti ho. Interbeting Hospital no hospital, and I know me kwada ho, Medaha, the other mention team, a one ajobe 12 no, the following a bob 2, not the other me hands wo. Cape Coast Interbeting Hospital, Nipe one see you. But meet now, my guy, ya can. Mo bathroom can. Now, Martin, our doctor, Kofinyadu. What's Nasia? Na Ghana Fosika 1,008,996. 1,008,996. Camera no entimi hunu ni ya. Now total. Yatina say from 2019 ebesi 2020. Hospitals 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. hospitals 11 ɛwɔ Ghana ha ɛnyɛ ne nyina o hospitals 11 ɛwɔ Ghana ha no according to Auditor General's report Omadi Ghana for sika unapproved to the tune of 7,127,834 Ghana cedi. Ghana for sika hospitals no edi. National Cardiothoracic Center, Nima Government Clinic, Greater Accra Regional Hospital, Makola Government Clinic, Achimota Hospital, Mamprobi Hospital, National Blood Service, another National Cardiothoracic Center, a Regional Surgery and Plastic and Benz Center, Ophthalmic Nursing School, Perioperative Nursing School, Cape Coast Teaching Hospital, Sika Wamadie throughout the year 2019 to 2020, to the tune of 7,127,834. Ewomisa kanofoyata ye nipa bɔnefoɔ deɛ. Ewomisa kanofoyata sɛ wɔ man no. Nanso yanso yɛ deɛ kakra. Enam kanofoyata ne akufo de sube ɔmo da na die nti. Yanso yɛ di ni o. Yewia ne enwie ye. Yewia yenwie. Kanofoyata edi ne die nti dia government hospitals no. Dr. Kofi Nyedumo ene Dr. Serebo mo. Dr. Serebo, shame on you. You should bend your head in shame. That's how you trust. That's when you say what to hospital. Your hospitals, show videos of how your hospitals look like. This is our hospitals. This is our hospitals. This is our hospitals. Your hospitals in you. As we secure hospitals in Idi. Your hospitals in here. This is our hospitals. These are the hospitals we have in this country. Hospital in Shotwana Yanema. Hospital and Krofo Wufom and Krofo Wufom. This is the hospital we have in this country. And yet mitnasi. Na ye disika 70 billion old cedi. Where children's place in here, hospital, Ghana hospitals in here. Na hwe bonia a hospital for na to a womudi. Hwe bonia a hospital so for na to a womudi. Now ye wia ye nwie. Kwa waje. Yanko Auditor General's report Ghana Bregu. You know about you see sometimes when I look at these things I feel said this country I'm telling you. It looks like there is no hope for this country. It looks like this country will never ever prosper. Because ye ni pa bonifua say obianya opportunity at every given point. He just want to milk the people. Unfortunately, the politicians are doing worse. So we tend to forget that this is the crime people are committing against the state. Unfortunately, Kanoforia turn any wafa, Senecas and so they are doing worse. So we tend to forget the crime these people are committing against the state. For how long can we continue to do this as a nation? For how long can you continue to have this colonial mindset that everybody believes that Ghana does not belong to them, and for that matter they must steal when we are actually stealing from our own self? We still have this colonial mindset that Ghana ye police veteran in Kofodia. So every given opportunity that we have, all we want to do is to steal from the state. By a nyansa do 20, we are stealing from our own very self. And as foolish as we are, we think we are smart. Because you are foolish. Kwame Nkrumah ewu ye besi na ye ntimi hu ne dan bia wosima wono ankasa ne ho. Politicians as greedy as you are. The only problem we have in this country is two: need and greed. People are corrupt because they are not just greedy. Some of them are in need of it. But for the greed of the few in this country, the greed of the few, about 1%. The greed of 1% of the population in this country, one day the people shall rise. I'm telling you. Never underestimate the people's anger. Never. You never underestimate the anger of the people. Never underestimate the anger of we the people that come from Bumfachi, we the people that come from Asantiagona, we that come from Nima, we that come from Amprobi, we that come from Ayashama. Never underestimate our anger. If you people sit down, every little opportunity that you have, all that you do, now yenko Auditor General's report. Our yen clean way quick, not mention our dear. Yen put it way down, way a 7 million a year. Quick. Now mention our dear, now mention our Bonia. Hospitals me bin so edie. Yen chira Bonia hospitals me bi edie. Yen chira Bonia hospitals me just hospital me pe. Hospital me pe me chira Bonia edie awe am mobeko wa kwabu o musisia. The people are not angry enough in this country. People are not angry enough in this country. Now, according to Auditor General's report, 242, also we noted that 2 hospitals in Greater Accra region charged patients maintenance and intramural fee and other service fees amounting to 35,440,925 for the period of January 2019 to December 2020 without approval from a parliament. Now, this is a case where Ayarefo Abba Hospital no omo eyare no. Hospitals mienu ewo krom ha. E charge Ayarefo no maintenance fee. Kolebusi we ni maintenance amaye de hia. Hey, around here. You can't say Kolebu. What's it, Mike and I? Me shaking waho. Aha, ye shaki. Me am a teacher niache. Saturday I'm a child there, Glorious Child International. Ache. Nanu kwa ye issue a chalk. Okay, so name of hospital, date, any amount. Kolebu wamu di eboni ko wankra. Eba kra wo Kolebu ho kan wo accident center ho e ho kra chen accident na mu udu na hwe Kolebu teaching hospital no a wankasa kra no wo be yare ansa no akọ. I remember me wofa JBK Jeffrey Kofi Berima amu a o yare koda Kolebu what you say come on mo me fa me free ana me ko wo fie Kolebu kan Kolebu fon Kolebu tantan Kolebu nkrofo gu form na ya charge Lekma Hospital. According to Auditor General's report, from the year January 2019 to December 2020, Lekma Hospital, Ayarefo a eko ho, se womo kope ayarehe. Kolebu e charge womo maintenance. Womo dan kan no esi wo no. Kolebu dan phone no esi wo Kolebu dan no anya papa no esi wo no ayarefo yare na wo mo kono na Kolebu charge ayarefo no maintenance of eye Kolebu. Now omo charge maintenance without approval from parliament. Kolebu nko a charge ayarefo 35,340,924. Kolebu ayarefo yare na wo mobaji ayarehwe no Kolebu charge ayarefo no without approval from parliament 35,340,924. Now this is 350 billion. Yabase na no pokuare. Wonya na no pokuari bia hu. Wonya na no na no na na. Woyo pokuari Dr. Pokuari. Munyina na nfro. Opokuari dia na no pokuari asante hina otwa mu. Wonya na no. Efisa na no pokuari. Aha, what the Dr. Pokuari one na no pokuari bia. Obetumi are nana. One na no pokuari bia hu. Oti wana wo charge ayarefo enso kolebu. Yahwe kolebu ho a maintenance be na koso. Awade kolebu maintenance be na akoso. Okuhwe kolebu hospital. Kolebu hospital fin kan. Lekma hospital nso wamo increase in fees of 32 services to the tune the same January 2019 to December 2020 to the tune of 100,000 Ghana cedi. So 2 hospitals, they gave us a year 35 million 440,000 924 unapproved fees. Kolebu unapproved maintenance. Kolebu so the maintenance. Maintenance and inframural fees. Inframural na just say wisdom, hear the meaning of inframural. Nipa bonefo. Dr. Pokuari. Udi so de anka okura sante dia. Sante hina wotwa mu Pokuari. Edi na okura. Now what na without approval from parliament. Now what charge ayarefo a eba ho 35,340,924. Says can order yere. Says can order yere. What you transmitted. Now yanko Auditor General's report now uko asia o say misapplication of maintenance fees. Auditor General's report 244. Section 96 of a public financial also, we noted that during the period of January 2020 to December 2020, management of Kolebu Teaching Hospital disbursed a total of 10,165,386 from fees collected for maintenance of hospital and equipment on employee without approval of Ministry of Health. Eti Kolebu jeje sa sika we nyina awie ye no ano mo disburse ye doctor Opokuare ho obetia you shame on you Dr. Opokuare wo ba etia shame on you Kolebu disburse according to Auditor General's report. Kolebu disburse in 1 year from January to December 2020. In 1 year, wamo disburse 10,165,386 without approval from Ministry of Health. Tiseska we fahe. Kolebu. According to Auditor General's report, and these are what the people are doing. And your man for say, politicians and also so we cannot see what they are doing. This. Kolebu 10,165,800 and medical catcheramo misapplication. Where misapplication of maintenance fees? Or maintenance fees. Unapproved maintenance fees to the tune of 35 million. No? And omuyi mu 10 million. Wa bra Ministry of Health ni mhore. And omachedi. Omachedi. One day you guys will pay for this. Oh. How are you? I swear, one day, oh dear, we know the system won't take this from them. One day, you guys will pay for this. One day, when you see the fear, when you guys continue like this, one day you will pay. In this country, people were shot for less. Encrophobia ye be cool among the 70s. Encrophobia ye cool among the 80s. They were shot for less. If this is the crime people are committing, People were shot in this country for less. People were shot in this country for less. I'm telling you. If this is the crime some of you are committing against the state, if this is the crime you people are committing against the state, eh? Yonko commercial break, bro. I don't have much to say. Yonko commercial break, bro.
The average human body mass should have at least 60% water for optimal performance in any physical or mental exercise. We can help you maintain it naturally. X Natural Mineral Water. Simply natural.
If I cry na menye sika, edia ye mefui.
Ehin fa na menya bosia edia tre medjuma yimu.
Kai kra mabre me busia ato tax fufu. Suhum Rural Bank.
Suhum Rural Bank.
Yemamwa kwa baba Suhum Rural Bank. Ye won hyehyɛ ahodoɔ bi te sɛ dwadifoɔ bosia, akuokuro bosia, susu account, ɛne da so wɔ hɔ savings account, me bada chain savings account, ɛne de keka ho. Suhum Rural Bank was 03422919896. Na won so wetumi aka sɛ
Suhum Rural Bank ama ene mayeka owner.
Suhum Rural Bank enti me pa minie.
Suhum Rural Bank, growing our heritage.
Welcome to Auto Check Vehicle Diagnostic and Licensing Center.
I hear my car can be checked here without going to so many hour crap.
Sure.
Emission, check.
Alignment, check.
Brakes, check.
Visit Auto Checks at Koforidua Aquadrum Road for the roadworthiness of your vehicle, from saloon cars to heavy-duty industrial vehicles. Madam, your car is now ready for the road.
Thank you so much. Auto Checks, check.
Auto Checks, your safety, our priority.
Check, Auto Checks.
Welcome to the Royal Dazzle Event Center. With a lush and well-maintained lawn and garden, you are assured of the best serene and comfortable atmosphere to organize all your family and social events. Live the royal moments here with friends and family. The hosting capacity of 600 to 800 people makes Royal Dazzle the most versatile of places to host weddings, parties, funerals, conferences, concerts, and many more. Create your memories with us. Call us for inquiries on 055-814-8585 or 024-620-2144, or pass by and speak to any of our friendly staff. Locate us at My John, close to Zoom Lion headquarters. Royal Dazzle Event Center, creating memories.
We are one man short. Should we invite him?
Yeah.
It be old cargo. Can I join you guys?
Yeah. Always brave, fresh, natural, eggs, mineral, water.
You still got it. Always keep hydrated naturally. That's my secret.
Manufactured with the primary aim of preserving nature's finest minerals necessary for a healthy mind and body. X Natural Mineral Water. Simply natural.
If I cry na menyisika, edia ye mefui.
Ehin fa na menya bosia edia tre medwuma yimu.
Kai kra mabre me busia ato taxi fufu. Suhum Rural Bank.
Suhum Rural Bank.
Yema kwa baba Suhum Rural Bank. Ye won hyehyɛ ahodoɔ bi te sɛ dwadifo abosia, akuokuro bosia, susu account, ɛne da so wɔ hɔ savings account, me bada chain savings account, ɛne de keka ho. Suhum Rural Bank was 03422919896. Na won so wetumi aka sɛ
Suhum Rural Bank ama ene mayeka owner.
Suhum Rural Bank enti me pa minie.
Suhum Rural Bank, growing our heritage.
Merase sauda so abrana so on TV XYZ. Na minua ba ko kwam sapon. Kwam sapon say another touch screen analysis. Kwame, minim so MPP ni na muangasa no well, I don't know. More like bibi. Kwame, you can make mockery of say Mijina blackboard and nima chro but say common sense wo trimu a ubehunu say Ghana your population about 70% eti ekura ase edi say mimi kurum 70% are in the rural areas, and the rural areas 70%, this is the language they understand. It would be but impact, you know, been a movement in 2020, they been a better in 2024. So, me go every me be biakeku, me be very calculative. I am TV na mujina ni mode monsa press no. We you chrome asante achim. First kwa the near the battery nsure. Na ye de akaso na ye say dika me na me blackboard cleaner ti me kaso na ye dika it is am touch screen na mo ye say no ya de ye te ase enie ye so impact no will be felt. Now ye moving on these things, Charlie, I don't want to comment on what these people are doing anymore because it makes me sad. And my mereho, you put in aside. Lawyer Kinsley Benya Ewufia say, you can say BOT and a Kwame Ochedako about joining here. Lawyer Kwaba.
Yeah, I mean,
be able to call
oh, bad they do. Oh, yeah, now swear.
And yet, Bonnie Uncle Fordino Hospital, honey, and this is sad. My name is over touch on it quickly and sana. Kwa nanki ya hear Auditor General and SIM card IMF and SIM card re-registration once.
Yo, minimum that's it. Ebe chia phone nyina no pay. Yes, the okano I rahosem kese. Oh my Ghana, brano bia we sika ye hwere efa keta se hye ne proya kibitimi e de ayempuntujuma bebre e de abo man no indeed we have report Transparency International de ba IMF World Bank Africa every year over $3 billion na yehwe fa keta se hye ne proya ho anka sesika yibitimi de ayempuntujuma bebre abo na debi American constitution we ya momo de aye lawyer for yenyusu we na man family de na Michelle bi na maje ma me mfa wonko ba bi kakra bi oba constitution
lawyer for yenyusu we
ya we de o
ade
so we for ordinary
no different from we
content here the same but you kese kakra
okay this is a bit concise
yes emamo that's what I say obi mu ko article 187.
Article 187 of the 1982
the
Constitution.
Auditor General.
Okay.
On the Auditor General. Now, over clause 7 of Article 187. Or say, in the performance of his functions under this Constitution or any other law, the Auditor General, paragraph A, shall not be subject to the direction or control of any other person or authority. You can say Auditor General when you do my demono. Obia ntimi chinchim ne nsa obi ntimi nhya no say yesi anakose ono ade ne hoso yetosu may disallow any item of expenditure which is contrary to law and surcharge o say so hwen krata mu na sikatue bi akoso a amfamra kwan so ho kwan say otwam na omma sa nipa ntua sesika
okay
enu nti say emfa ne say okatachie mensa fifa mensa ona wo General Manager of Power FM ya ban adwuma na yetu ama yetu sika bia amfamra kwan so a yesi ontwam na oma wo make sure say sika no be de wo mo tu sika no it is captured in the constitution na wo mo ye constitution no yes wo mo ye ne kwawo sabse bi odwadifo ye nanan makuafo na omko hia sabre na nkofo bi omo firi mu no na wo mo ye nkofo a omo didi omo no kwan ya na nyansa wo mo trim eni nto omo hu say kabam tabi ede ba ye mankofo tumi se o monhwe o mane so no nye nipa nyina na yesu ne ye ban ye pe enu nti ye benya kruku ene akromfo wom enu nti ye de sa amre bae na brano bia na kwese this aspect no Auditor General dodo aba nyina na ya na o momfa anya adwuma domelo time former Auditor General na oye se wo de be ye adwuma because he ono no ne background ba bia no akoye enwuma na oye obi a o nim na adwuma yi a o pese o manu di eno nti woka surcharge ade a ebe obi atum kro na susu do ka $1 million bia o share se no muntua fa senior minister office
so surcharge should not be a recommendation.
No,
it should be by force.
But my minister see what be
because I say
very good kind
in performance of his functions under this constitution or any other law, the Auditor General, that is 7B, may disallow any item of expenditure which is contrary to law and surcharge.
Yes. What I say, no may not just obey me and yen say opa. But here the case of no ankasa here report be also sika no madi. But not any you. I'm family kwanso. This am family kwanso dia. I didn't know on surcharge. Then you wash da way bo apa ye bi say okay sika no madi kura am family ho. What the an say I say doctor obekọ no obehwehwe wo say uti ukon wo na ye wo ya. O ma odro nso a oni aduro de ma.
Osikofie.
What the say nti obebo ka ma ma ko hwehwe book ma ye audit ni nyina wie. Ye hia ne say ye beji sika no.
Already 246 now. Also, we recommend that the heads of the hospital should ensure refund of the amount into maintenance. Heads of hospitals.
That is it.
So heads of hospitals now, Omwangasa Atanasi, Amir Discano. Eden asa mo
mo recommend say wo mo ansa ancho ti be scan constitution is so hwe never wo make sure say wo maye enu bi na domelevo ye e wo kro na susuite e ko fan samba ya enam so edi yi na dia okope ba bi try so ti ase enu nti no enu achi ye wo ekuo bi a wo ye ye kire say em say wote ho asema
it will be citizens.
Yes, one of the prominent uhempanifu wo lawyer prominent wo de yam fan kan sa lawyer for mpanifu a wo nyina sorry gina ye say
demonstration.
Yes,
Gabi Ochredako
na ni interesting aspect. Sanko fukuru ya omokoye say domelevo time Our this out 2 minutes adwuma no. Ye nyomo mu bi mo be cassette ai. E na adene kura nya nsia ye si me. Ene nti adenti na nchenchere o si kura na associate ntua. Sankofo na bi o. What about the adwe? Ane de on so ma sorry. So quickly a man for ko picky o mo nsam de betoto ho. Say unipa we enrachi. Auditor General bu okwaji sika o se o profo ni si me nti ne nya nhye. Opa. Also me pemeje. O se da bi. Ama ye nya nim court nsam. Of course it is only in the constitution or so bet ma ko challenge or court. And over a year. Over clause 9. I say a person aggrieved by disallowance or surcharge made by the Auditor General may appeal to the High Court. And you know so our mrakwan so say oga say tu esika bi na ohwe na say and also office on na nya adwuna otimi court ma court ehwe. But rather say so close and associate dey no hwe a court nsensem bam. Ni nyina nam so na ma papa yi e dey free wo. Enti wo a wo say e ma ne nye na dey wa sori say onye. Two wo ma ko ni bia nkofo bu wa ni mo mutumi omobo mampani ni ade and the amount for some more can say the can say is it just a camouflage to same be about money I can't want them to just sweep people's attention from that assembly said they topical issues. But the fact is Sika wo twetwe ndi ndimi fa nyam pudujuma bebre look at figure 17.5 billion Ghana cedis o IMF aye kwese ekopesen 3 billion meboa say $3 billion $3 billion na almost omo kwa akope enu kwa say nya de be ma nya de be ma ndi eno kra no so de bargains ke mo yesen ti akasa sika no say sika we yetimi gege Auditor General man ni brese indeed ne pen say okwa akohwe nkratam keke na mom ni pen say o man no sika bia afa kwamboni so bia no man nsa be kan sanko obe use the surcharge power at disallow as a muntu sika no ba say you recommend so I say nipa na onwa diska no onwa antanko fa sika no no what I say mo bi da so it is clear say go for be the setup ni say yem fa o man no sika nya de pe because don the auditor we be corporate public account committee o de obehu go for be be su e be patch eno anu no ye eno anu bi asoroko and so as a country say the okano ordinary Ghanaian say be osoro no pakura de obedi mpo e dema no yes we have more to because aban so hia sika yes it yi levy na sika we nyina e waste anka yar sabia mpo a yenim se bi o ahomobro tema ewo adwumafuom na yetimi tuatu allowance ne no ma akoso a so sad as a country Auditor General ehia sika hospitals bi a obekọ yesi wache so wuye omo mko na mpa ne ni o ra no ma me dokono na yi ase a okasa ndi sase kai da bia se aban fa mpamra ebi ntimi efa bi ntompa ama ayarefo bo munya bi naso but mo pone se yempe sika ntentem fanyi ehoni yempe ba bi ntra enu nti constitution na Auditor General tumi a kasa no ma ye koso nyina sanke hyase ntam a ga medu ha because nipa nim so ties odiska na be ma na tua onye den oni onhwen so mo bi o hye na se nye den eni sika no ne mo makwese owudi a o ye beka be bobo we 2021 de eken e be to atwen ba 2022 ba onim say 2021 figure no a 36% increase in the 2020 figure 36% any pay this cano 36% increase cano 36% yes because in 2020 na 12.85 billion Ghana 12.85 yeah okay na ko do 36% increase so many year anya omo hwe sana tienti amanfo anya kukuduo se na ye ni ye di kra de ye ni kese wo dia se yesu anu na papa bi no na nka afu ndi etwamo ti ye kwani ekote a omzo chale yentin bebru na aje ochi a do ana obetwa do ame ti eni ye yentin bebru preko wo kote ba akokra no che omo ado ti de tin bebre sana akoye ndi ye dia ni ne kese ndi ye increase ndi ye fa say 70.5 billion ye hwe another 36 we park a ne ba kopie in public accounts committee ni akọ ya be bobo no ma ko pacho le bi su ni ade no anu ya
eti yamra fi me di ne mo
da bia na ye dia enti ye correct there
from 2018 Auditor General's report Ghana sika ye di was 3.5 billion in 2018
no even me started from 2017 was 12 billion
okay
27 not
12 billion
was 12 billion
then it came to I think 3 billion
yeah excellent.
And I call 5 point something billion.
About 5. And the jump called 12.
And 2020 a jump called 12 point something billion.
12.85.
Then 2021 a
17.5. You see that trend? So you could imagine this 2022 what will happen. So sika when you now the yen come and the simple calculation say we can say sika we boma.
We are 11 the idea.
We are 11 the idea. We are IMF for the idea. So that's here.
So in a space of 5 years.
Yes.
Ghana loses sika to the tune of 17
12 me mass nyo.
Ma me mfa calculator.
Now you mo born now the born here. Sika ya hwere. Yenti ahunhia se be kwa IMF.
Sika ya hwere.
See a World Bank see because we have the money.
So 2017 was 12 billion.
2018 was 3 billion.
Yeah, 3.5.
3.5 yes.
Okay,
billion.
3.5 billion.
2019 5.4 billion.
5.4 billion.
2020 12.85 billion.
12.85 billion.
And then 2021 17.5 billion.
17.5 billion. So in a space of 5 years,
yes,
Ghana elusu 51 billion Ghana cedi. Billion.
51 billion.
Yes, 51 billion.
No.
What 51 billion. And Uncle this say no.
51 billion. And ya deal.
And so he was a war per 6 billion a year.
Yes. How many times?
You ever said 6 billion? 6 times 5. 30.
What does it?
6 times 5. 30. Ejakufa do nyansa mu no was in a year 5 years or per 30 billion. Meanwhile in 5 years, corruption is 51 billion. Omino crofobodam.
Auditor General who over 2 million o mampani we e san capture o mampani we ma me san kan ho ni kire o say president no in spite of that o mampani betimi amana ahye no amana di dwuma bi o say paragraph A of clause 7 of this shall not preclude the president acting in accordance with the advice of the Council of State from requesting the Auditor General in the public interest to audit at any particular time the accounts of clause 8.
Clause 8.
Can clause 8 here.
Also paragraph A of clause 7 of this article shall not preclude the president.
Yes.
Acting in accordance with advice of the Council of State.
Yes.
From requesting the Auditor General in the public interest to audit.
Yes.
At any particular time the accounts of any such body or organization as referred to in clause 2 of this article.
Marada and until Sanko Ghana see here sikai. Tiko mampani kura be jina san tumi so as Auditor General said no. Sa hospitals near their twitwa so. Yem fa ne say, we dey fa ne say Ghana they yen say politicians are corrupt. What they say? But these are civil and public servants from war. And so for the interest of the state no. Kwana koye special audit bi am near hwe. Se sika bebrebe o modie no kra na no kra ye ngiji sika ni nyina but that is but e bin see that because you see control fin kokra o mo na
mrewa
control fin kokra o mo na ye den e o mo mrewa wo mu need sika nti o mo nkofo they know their people because and the hospitals bebre o mba ya transfers nya de nkofo bi akototo a e bi say o mo ye party for nti ba ya o mampani ato no de atwene o mo Auditor General no ye professional kra job security. That's a job security. Only so retire on salary. Oko ahunjem kra bosum bi etua oka. And indeed what pension kra agi pay kase because what pension won pay tax.
Yeah, hospitals no a e wo kruma. Yeah, the state. Yeah bi.
What does here?
So in 1 year, in a space of 5 years.
Yes.
Akufo-Addo in a space of 5 years. You lose 51 billion. I wish that Abuaji betimi atworo agu yinase in a space of 5 years. Akufo-Addo am lose 51 billion 5 years. 5 years. We have lost 51 billion. And so Akufo-Addo say 5 years or the on the 30 billion. I'm going to be BGJ. So in a space of 5 years, you lose 51 billion. But Akufo-Addo say or 30 billion in 5 years. Every year we are 6 billion.
Yes. Now when this non-state actors, IMF, World Bank,
non-state actors.
And do here will be our Macrass for New Bassingre. No, I can't say Ghana man in Kui. When IMF, what recess Kawi? What's up pay levy? Into Naya Kakra.
So also compare 3 billion.
What is here?
What is 30 billion?
Yes.
30 billion already.
What we then? So and I no pay mammy Minyako, may send no a Kakra or crap.
What?
I mean, my adaptive strategy. Want to me that. I mean, what I mean, could you know?
Could you know?
And one no.
And I say, Uncle Phoebe.
And Sanya, no.
To frugal free serum, Bitriaka. But he had to be 11 inches.
Sanity. It's so sad. You know, you're beautiful. More Moko a can say, economist. The late Bernardo do it. And I'm mode, Ebu Yakumi, Yam Kwame.
Now, what is it? Ghana and some no Brenica. Because so that's sorry, we are just over Banauti hospitals in Bibia. Charlie, Faminanti and Yanko.
They did come a mini can chair me, opinion lawyer Benny. Now, mentioning crime say, on your and 100 more on the constituency. 2025 where BBC will. We have a suit.
Constituency for more information general. They say, why you to be Okroma? I have in my hands.
Maybe I no pay now. Maybe I no producer. Jimmy, I'm so minya papa bio. Out me fake paper. Because I have in my hands. We because now we need so. That's my main house.
The was a first and not Facebook live with you. Omungu and the studio. Kwame. So this document in 1674. Now I don't Diago di Assembly Kwame document in the say Yanuku.
Now the connection in crime say he should keep working hard because the next NDC government will need people like him to succeed. Having said that, Mamini Council chair NDC may will be a senior. Titro ne the presumptive leader John Dramani Mahama. Now my chair the party leadership. The mantra na enam krom na number bia de obi can say December 7, 2024 will be a communal labor of change. And that communal labor will be ubiquitous, not the 16 regions. But be a
communal labor will be what?
Ubiquitous.
I won't comment.
So ubiquitous the HS baby a bedin semu.
And ubiquitous
everywhere. In all the 16 regions. Yen tunye no. It will be so huge you say o dan no o siniti so o de to aye and this be win. But say betumi abama it requires a concerted effort and yen in NDC for no electing people are on betumi defend everything even at the barrel of the gun.
Electing people on betumi
defended that cause of victory.
Sir.
Yes. Yes, because
talk of electing people.
Yes. Man ko hotobo na no ye hyase wa sipete higher brand aso ye mfama na Kwame won say I have repeatedly maintained a posture say a political party give birth to governance and not vice versa. Until if a party is lame darker, obviously no it can affect the government or person you mono. Until me singular request to the delegate and party leadership when rank and file of the NDC and they say from constituency, regional, national, and our international affiliate, you know, we must do soul searching and self-introspection. Na yenyi amount for to me na ye person be kwa corporate no omon short change here. Because me who say car na dey e Jubilee House na wa Afrikiko. It's Afrikiko. The car na say be kwa corporate gallon na to fuel ye dey guma Jubilee House. And they say yankwan ko yi mpanifo a power omo ye hungry for power. Enye obi a wadidi ame. Me am telling you hungry for power. Lawyer is and you are. Until we need people. No, menka say we this. No. For power. No, menka say we this. Me say we are hungry for power change. Are you not?
And I want these people to go out of power.
So you are hungry for power change. You are hungry.
I don't care who becomes the president.
Exactly. Yanka say bekan ye ho. What you say about you see, always say the enemy of my enemy is my best friend.
international politics.
Yes.
Yeah. The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend. So you are a friend of the NDC towards kicking them out.
That's fine.
Yes, sir. Okofia or Penny Sherman Craven and Kaibun Karefoa.
That's right. Whichever way you put it.
Obi otimi the billboard. AC Abra now show a calculation. Emma Hunsa for the past 5 years, 51 billion a year share you. Or can this indirectly? We had this in Nana free and
I your call.
It's a friend of the regime change.
Your call Julius right. Then I could feel sass and crophobia, or monya comfortable be, never he could see him, and I'm saying, Munya, and Munamia, Gramina, yeah, regime change agendas. A regime change agenda. That's not doing because we will take because you see, Kwame say, people who are forthright, who are bold. Who can speak through to power? Then go for I say yes, now free fire. You can't stop.
There's one thing I be on so refi. And this a friend of Pinami Shehobi.
I don't know about Akunya. Now, I saw him catch it. I dare say I'm afraid. Or real word I couldn't say. Or grow for her. So I dare now or more and more mystery. Oh, so maybe this is my band this one near you. Council and I'm Obi, I should beauty and this a pinhonami show. But I didn't get you know him general secretary now. Coco any history. I said get your free UP tradition when I buy. And it's a beauty of free MPP about the beauty of news. A pinhonami show. You see, MPP net a canafa. And we are done Kabuzia Domo. But then this is the opinion. Obanaya was Jumana grassroots due to me. I will be. And to say me bo humpire, me do Diaman and Najigezi. On your one conscience. 2023. Now, Bafulian, they are Jim Massacre. That's just by the way. Nana, in my preliminary comment, I'm touching on SIM card registration. Now you see, and Ramekawo, but this Nipediano. Like you better discuss here no in totality. A two-power Auditor General, let's only come.
No, baby, come any for her. No. We are saying, Secretary, we can now. Secretary, it's second me. They can. And you see, Nana, money must discuss. Offer a concert, it will tell you, say, one of the most scarce commodity I will say, we are saying, sika. Because if money become too common, it devalues. Sisikaye too common will be answer more. Its value goes down. And nothing as a UK in US or more pounds no more dollar. No, it's not easy to come by. And to 10 billion of pounds, any dollar, no, it look fresh because scammers be scarce. That is one of the qualities a was come. But a crew mohano, Sikan yes scarce. Sikan yes scarce because of Auditor General report. And to any town so acquire economically, no, Ubemas kaya abundant, no, it leads to demand pull inflation. And the 17.4 billion naira 2021, it will find itself in wrong hand. Now no me catch will say senka hinye nyeda hwene hinkwatre wa himfie. Okwa himfie no 240 na dwamu a. Wo de hwe hinkwakro omo no me na konwa ne ho no. Hwe de omo kire. Enti sika de. Sika ni bema. Enti se wo de man sika matete kwakwahwe akwa bia na ekodi ne ho a. Enam se wanya adwuma amra mpenti no. Kwa be fa so yusu no eye bad. Enti bon se so sikroma obisa ade ebo kwa na oto a oni ano. But se Kwame se wo ye adwuma na wo samu fifiri. Now any 5,000 Ghana cedis a month. And now say yes sweat money into conscience supply and net usage. And the 17.4 billion year no. Over no BDB talk at the Abama girlfriends or the trap flight business class man girlfriend. It is simply because one renya Oko UK they don't even accept it publicly. It is simply because of my creative economic system they say Sikabiye befa on semuno there should be value for money. But you mohano your political connection men. Your political enterprise and political connection men. There are people who no much more. But as soon as I could afford to buy, they are multi-billionaires. But it shouldn't be like that. At the time, Ananado Ebeja Kunyo can sembia a so much. Or say, if you think you want to make money, go to the private sector. Because every private man be a aim, they say you minimize cost, you maximize profit. And that's what called the economic rent in the system. What the so ube ye adwuma samu fife no wanya mfaso. Pasa oba ban chichiri yemu a yempa mfaso. Yemfa ban mpa mfaso. Enti amamwo bia na de aban mpa mfaso no. Ebe ye kro no ba ban. Enti sa obehwa under this government no call buster obet me register 3 companies no ankasa ye MD no they are bidding for contract oko public procurement authority CEO no ankasa te ho no ono abe register the company they are bidding for contract na waton contract no eno na sofo no ka say ye nyi to mfa ni to na mo ye nyi to mfa ngu futuom na mfiti futuo to eni to ye mfa futuo nye manye into Auditor General report abaye no ritual because aban we na create instant millionaires kwame hwe hospital sema na wo kan ye kwa ya sabia kopa yaresa ba ye yaresa no death trap Ghana se wo yare na opeso owu ntem a kwa yaresa bia bi mu because you see oma build system in such a way so bia nsuro hwe me bana lawyer kan asem bi sese na omukọ opanin bia nka afuom na opanin na nka afuo no wa establish ne say umotio ye befew enti so ote ba akuti mienu temiensa ya do no bedo
eni on fa kenten ko na sa ade kenten ko a esowa na wayi ayanka bi na de abokoko dua ho pai wa mu na say
na watena bomfa chance
no
you see so the point you are making is say abai bi anywhere in the history of the world obetuma corruption is 0%. But a government must make conscious to make it unattractive. And now you can say Mahama is vindicated by the appointment of Domlevo. Vindicated. Me menya and can this year samba by my uncle Fanamra. There are 2 people I may wish to say about Baimwa. We should record them. Charlotte say 1, Domlevo 2. Manya dajine yisi official Buma Kasa because I want to always get information on the ground. Almost in the history of the Fourth Republic, so yeah, Faridan free wa. Electoral Commission chairperson no manyan wananko CSA hono Charlotte say. Ukomi ankasa mi regional. There are so many areas of Sisi Adan. Enti kwami abon we nankasa no Auditor General report we no. On say obisa question say government at the wheelchair so echo IMF. Ne bote ina nso okwa akodi ntro akopɛ $3 billion. O convert it 30 billion. But on the flip side no, the entire consume 51 billion naira. Who does that? Common sense be anywhere was idea we mo. But in politics no common sense in yeduma. Because when you live with a certain precedent, ni ego drive on common sense in yeduma. Sen kame pa me na na do awo ho. Baby a min fie dri ye so kwa abusua mu a ni wo man san ya wo fase ni ade. Nti wo ni esi akonwa a na na wo ho mesra me kon akonwa a wo te so yi no. Said that you knew what for say obedi wadian ye hwe ni so. In fact, it became the first priority before character. Enti sababi ananado ni mfie dri there was a day. Okopie mu otumfo ahimfie. E no kai ne se nana. Babi a wadri dia wo de.
Pesika ye hwe bio.
Pesika ye hwe.
De ohia ni din.
Ohia ni din. Ba you see din so nana din guma hodo mi no. Ye odimpa ne wodi hu no. But babi ananado uko no. E na ye ka say in the history of Ghana or ya sending warrant for old people. And when a bedroom review, Ghana saw 72 years. Now ya wadwin so ba be prema mpanyina. Akufo ado anesi ho. Because my who say ukwa abusua mu ne ahensie mu a ye di mfie na si ahene ene abusua panyin no. Nana has corrupted that system in terms of presidency. Because kadie me hu ye no. Se abusua panyin woni yesi akonwa a enyema mienu. Ida say be hwehwe abrantie na ni da ho. Ana so panyina ni tiafu dwuna wo fie nyansa. Enti in between the two, Nanado was on the latter. The latter is na wanyini wa bone bra. Enti obi asili sa Nanado is highly incorruptible. Nanado ni yokogare krada. Nanado onfa private public transport krada. Enti ohini ya ba benyanwi no onfa Ghana sika anyehwe. But na ye kase no. Sa wo hwe Nanado amamuo mu a bribery corruption a poverty alleviation program under Nanado. Into uba Nanado amamuo mu a why corruption say poverty alleviation program. Into the very door by appointed no, you get a certain confidence. Say, amamu ameba mu no, say me kra ma mokro no amenya guy. And you see, Nana, it runs through all the public sectors. In fact, manya daje, I can count all the 764 page Auditor General report, and there is no one ministry I'm fresh in the hall. So far, no ministry, department, agencies are. And you see, I've been be an a profane team. The very reason why CEOB ebe corrupt and say he see that at the presidency lawyer Martin what is it Bepu eka say Nanado is running a criminal syndicate and he is the head. Kwame me no te hoyi de ebema medi nokre o ha ne se ma hu se udi nokre yes di odi achi no sua de odi kan nante video bi na social media ko viral akraketo bi na watching maame no obu atopa wɔ n'akyi na de mi hu no sɛ saa atopa na akra ni bu no ohun sɛ saa atopa bu na ɛkɔ so between maame ne papa enti de CEO fo no yɛ no ɛyɛ symbiotic of the presidency no ɛyɛ ɔmatena se ehunu sɛ presidency no we na ɔyɛ and you see kwame sɛ ono papa na mo hu na de bi odu obi abro befuo mu na obu dia da wo papa wo na nkonduru abewia bi adi enti
was a normal man
normal you see Nanado has normalized corruption and now why in such a way say that so baby and this year bet my fight corruption no or packing in crop for because I was say one tiasia go to court enti Auditor General report we there kwame ye savior ade baako ye be kasa ne akasa china nothing will change the only change the beba ne say on the 7th of December 2024 we ye Ghana ni na ye till ballot paper ma wo destiny ye niema mienu will you prefer a government a be institutionalize corruption abanya ohun corruption ye normal ama no abanya ye clear and as aban bi obeba and his excellency JDM can asem bi na no and I align with him or see oba he will review and amend this constitution. I take it to be a serious statement because awanya washa no ho akomfo. Number 2, or say he will run a lean government. Why me you say nyame betre ho ayemfa ibidam ko ayi bidam fa nyame betre nko atwe. So wo fie na wo kom wape. Na wo nkrama mienu.
Never see ho.
Ba ko de ayi bida ba ko de nyame betre. Obviously, you choose ayi bida over nyame betre. So Mahama Kaso be running lean government. And the records are there to show. And in ending no media de metini aka ne say this 764-page Auditor General report no ye kasa ye kan ye free hand ko na wo ye Ghana ni na wo on the street of Ghana so na wo pay any changer on the 7th of December 2024 no hunu sa ba ye beto no ye communal labor e de NDC ni Mahama ba ban mu 1 abese Ghana constitution 2 I make sure say under the Fourth Republic no we are going to run the most cleanest the leanest government ever to make sure, say, the public person, we shall protect it.
I want to believe, sir, President Mahama, as obey your constitution, who be he actually means it. The reason I'm saying I want to believe he means it is that I know he was there when Professor Mills, our Constitutional Review Commission report. Now, we do a report by in 2011. Or movie year 2011. I am not too sure. I think Professor Mills now they release white paper. No?
Yes.
It was signed by Professor Mills. Some of the things, even Professor Mills, when he was not there, President Mahama did not do it. And surprisingly, Constitutional Review Commission report capture how this country can be built with a long-term national development plan.
Right.
When him say surprisingly, the very basis of developing this nation, Professor Mills ignores our national development plan again. So if your mama is telling me, I really want to believe that he means what he's saying.
Nana, quick one, something quick, small.
Yeah, go ahead.
In my candid view, no, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ba Obano, image redemption therapy ma or no any NDC because and now ye kasa no so far the trajectory of Namamu Mua. Yehu say ebuma ehu ti asese no ye corrupt, he was incompetent, and he said yama wakwenye bio na wo ba. It is an opportunity for him to redeem his image, and number 2, to redeem the image of that horse NDC na den ban because so when to man redeem the image under the Fourth Republic no obianso ni ho a obedi akonwa sena kwaba biwa Ghana for be fan serious.
On that note, you see, even redemption of image, if I have to be honest, he doesn't need to come back again to redeem his image. If it's about redemption of the image. Because this man has actually lowered the bar so low, say, Ama Jomama be angel. Say, Akufo-Addo am a president. In my candid view, in the Fourth Republic, Jomama was the one that lowered the bar. Say, Akufo-Addo am a president. But Akufo-Addo ba ye no. Wa worship just say minim de wa worship Jomama fit. They say dear pa na be kan fa Jomama ho a wo de compare Akufo-Addo do you get the point? I don't know if you get me.
It makes sense.
That is not to mean that your mama was doing things right. I don't believe that. But at the end of Akufo-Addo, I just say, the whole of this country. So even for me, it's not even about redemption of image. If that is all there is to come back to power, then he should. By his conviction, if he wants to really come back to power, then it means he has a different idea, a different vision, be or person or the yeko.
And Kwame, you think he doesn't?
Well, I'm not in his head.
Kwame, quick one. Hey.
I'm serious. I'm not in his head.
Kwame, Sabu Kuyo. Oh, they make up page 87 at the big push.
Okay.
It is something I want him to come back and execute it because on my say we don't eat infrastructure, but infrastructure determine what you eat. You need infrastructure. But so we government and president now building infrastructure actually because and say a chance bomfa for a quine ya or mumfudia boy. And for me, so be some honest view on him coming back. Adia ba ko ami bi me pese oba na obeye na me gina so born who the rule said the big push me pese Kwame emremu na me ankasa bunu man ye kro mu kwan a ayete said dame no obey ni ye mai.
Okay, so I like the big push.
Yes.
Whatever it is. I like big push. It's okay. But you do not need to talk to me about big push.
Right.
Okay? When you were projector, if requirement chroma pencil, it's been there, lying down, rotten. Abandoned project. Why do you want to now go start different projects? So for me, it is about wanting to correct the system. He should say, Obeba Baka, his mindset should be about correcting the system and not just, yes, infrastructure is good, and the country here, it's my candid view. In the last 20 years, if Obampeni Kufuor maybe compare him to Jomama, but the last 3-4 governments we've seen, Jomama, when it comes to infrastructure, is second to none.
It's a nation builder.
Yes, it's second to none. I mean, even as Sante-for crisis, Yebeka Nokura, a nipa bakwa from Kwame Ntebreso, why one single most important project, Ama Sante-for, Jomama. Because central market now we see, you know. As Sante-for, Oscar. Yesi Kenya mua ye edwadi adeton eti se wonya obi a otena ase na ono wose wodwene ho no hunu se asantefo ana wo sika krum ha omo na the backbone of the country e de no mo ye dinya sika omo si dwadi okay se dwadi dia then what can we do to support these people? Let's build a market for them. Enkrophobia adwen mu kura no omo nya ya nka yenyi eyekumase ekwan no ekosire no yenyi mfiri o mesere nkoto eyekumase achi na kumase dwadi mu but Jomama made sure say Oba building one of the most expensive projects, one single most expensive project in the history of Asantemai, ASR Central Market.
I hope so you know what you call the Pareto principle. It is when you choose to do few things that can impact hugely. And to say, Usi KJTR market alone complex, it can impact lives of millions of people.
That is true.
Kwame, there are two major things that JME and Ashanti region, beyond the investment in infrastructure was the Cocoa Sector Road. Because when him say Sante for do cocoa pa, and Kwame the corner koshe under cocoa board, Dr. Opuni, the mileage of road Kofi Job, through Kofi Job, Mahama Ward no Ashanti region. But anything I be a feel say, and come back, you know, it's a must.
Okay. Lawyer Minister be back on Wanaki and Costola can coding comomra.
Yes, mem sir, Oda and Yankomra.
Sir,
the Auditor General,
oh, them guys say the Auditor General person to be before once.
The American man attract one is of course, war or your man penny, a bambi anywhere, a swab for, Ubenya and Confor Bakumi, Nubi Woma, or more Bepequan Bonesso, so many pisca. The woman not want to be true, and there may be who are more than our decon at Tiak that I send a prayer. The American. Ekuamwa awe Auditor General o 2 million na obetimi ase charge wo mo ame yanya yensa cancer sika nyansa di ti ye kwa akope 3 billion 30 billion even we should tensely wait na ye hwere 51 billion this year last year to this year 36% increase. So let's imagine even if there's just 10% increase e be do sen it is you're serious and until the eka nyina ne say ye peniye ye hwere na to public service no One more apple bone should be as a sicano buyer, or didn't say the Omodian. If you can be as we and show woman, they should bring back the money. This is a man for Quampasso and the PSS coming.
My Messi has seen a for Quampasso, you should to pay capsules anointment. Now, Abua, I'm to pay. Sir, a year, Yarabia, Wolf from Wasiatica, wachiri bremo wajonku eye woya uti epai wo ni nyina de ohia eye to pain capsules to pain ointment sasaburo ensuo tuto ya wabai arthritis ende ku mesi agya hene arthritis ebekun sisi a eti wadaroma kope eye to pain capsules to pain ointment na wanya nu biawie no woba se eho enkoye uhehehehe enkoye a eno no de ohia eye solar mixture obema ugiba nkuro do so nkrosa mampele ni nyina no solar mixture ebebo amenako eye fine zipman capsules no so ebema wade no apagya tententen kama bachi na etimi abo adwuma emunsuo no so etimi awoba enye se pagya tententen keke ne mo munsuo no so ebetimi awoba. Now yebe moving on. Zipman capsules wanya bianom no sajonso emaya de ohia eye Prostafit capsules ebema wajonso boko. Dr. Solomon Adabroma ana sendwe nyina ewo dwaso friend was 0245 61 60 28 0245 61 60 28. Make Dr. Solomon ase me ne nko na yentwetwe nkomo emfa eye doc akwaba
mentia etie for ne ahefo enyina ebiemo prostate enlargement cause sankasa na kofa by emiensa edin kan ene nyini ne nam is got to do with age akatachi am yet to see akronya 19 years awonya prostate enlargement wo de bon dua kranya no ukaso wonko tua kra na enya de beyi adentia ye nyini a ye prostate no propose se betimi enlarging ekosro ye hwe biochemistry involved akatachi so averagely a member omo age bracket between 30 to 40 na empasogro aye na yire no mu hia na se ne adofo no hia no ango kranka twice a week and 3 times a week because they say by time you 40 enko 50 no na ko once a week and I say what would you tell to opad na ko be twice a week 50 60 na ko be once a week and 1 in 2 weeks pension na ko once a month and 1 in 3 months had a problem no prostate gland one way insufficient na a fresh sperm cell and spermatozoa no ma odware wo mu every bema hokọ ba ho manyinsema abra ware fo hia eti ye nyini na yentimi yede mu nhia ntentem no no ye nsuo betata ho no na ye nyusu no na aso de nsuo atai barra na nkremache o so wetaya na agene e mu na yetro
yinka
mo
na ne yisi twitwe ankure ni
mo sa chemical instability na cause no e na ma prostate di ka enlarge with age betu gana for men nyina afo se be ma no odo no wa ye ohwade a ma ni mieja more na ye bieja no na prophet say ye prostate be enlarge so e ko fom mo ma ye ntede san say sedicate to see apa wo oba no na se besi ho pe. Number 2, fruit and vegetables are like open rich. I think they can diet or salad. I see ye time on me. Ghana for me must say ye time anyway. And then I make fresh tomatoes, carrots, grapes, watermelon, and kemunko konko kono. Yen funky diet. I didn't see here. Like open ye cost science ma. Ye see for pigmentation. And a fruit and vegetables yen konko. Na a antioxidant in property. Yen semutia wa antioxidant at say tiawa. Fancy arresting you ha. Na the police na begu ha so run sonyo katachi a on one red card monko. E di kan tokwa ba o don begin tokwa na kom. Look at the chat here program no. On your friend antioxidant na say you got so mob free radicals. Now, say lycopene no ye lycopene ka ho asem no. Prostate gland dey hia no as antioxidant. Wo no ade be cause sudden change. Enlargement bia no. Ono be say antokwa na akwa wu. Na prostate gland na enya nsadidi mo. Yen so see nya time enyi. Eti me busa so katachi for the past 1 week ni and all the watermelon na e bi on twin kan kire me fresh tomatoes a wo anya time e bia onions ya slices so a wo anya time ani eti basa adeketu bi ka process ya ke hwe no an laji bu ha na wo te so aden oni obi obon ho ba bia. Number 3 eye enam ame kokonko ye fe no red meat no the process gland na mempe ye so se no ne be we ma me repeat fan se mi so ase ko de chement me nya time anwenam kodam nyi chop money papa na neyi say ma ware manyini yeso didi awe nam eti say meso me ko choba ese me fofo be 5 Ghana na me nya ponche na me mentimi anwe na age 6 no me nya no bi abe no 20 Ghana me wi a me ko do pa na ntwinam na chi kasa na chi no ya da ho me nya ta manwe me je no be ka ho Beya massage odwanam media ka ho. Enti one eba prostate na enam ayi de ompe de me kokon. Eno ade me kokon ye fe de myoglobin. Eno de prostate gland se ompe and negate the effect of the lycopene. Enti ye di sa enema red bit ne kosoro no na afa ye ti lycopene kakra na wo ho de so no na afa tendency prostate no enlarge no e kosoro. Enti ka ye nyine no advice ne say ye reduce red meat no. Ne fa white meat inshallah. Meka white meat na meka nsum 1,000 monkonom ensesawanom snails and wanom nkotono simonum geishanom yewie enwie yeso wie na people buy even crap mamas na your rabbit adanko I discovered as white meat o the count diet we boa and afa ntakramwa chicken nom yemfanke diet ho na impo mekaka say ade am pepa ye prekontwere ha na so ba wi nantwi na mamu kokon a ma globin wo soro pa no wo de wi prekontwere and normal globin so fa cow meat na ye tena and ye besi 2.
Now it's a white meat in the area.
It describe pork as the other white meat. Yes, or normal globe in form. So by a punch number there. Fire me precontrol, namin kajamu, namin peka currency home, a wame pa. Now, wait fancy education are mantem. O process no enlarge symptoms no, a bembo, a macosa and 9. Number 1, almost the ease with which our Johnson.
Yes, said ye, a wordeno. Ya de Johnson collaborate mu no en collaborate na timi to the same
no okay obi bakata che fawo ho to form ye be su je sia sa na esenke ye ba na so won so ya de na Johnson na dribble has o ma baba say I can't go far na na mo ho sa na egu box ma e bon kai so prostate no e na jota ba ho e na biem e ka person ka wo Johnson me ma Johnson de ho ka sha se free team e ma de menim na abia betia na je fie mfim ha na begu ya yase na ye na last one na de pew na why of form ba da na nse wo de no Johnson age se wo kyen ye ansa na pipe na bia e bon kai so prostate no kwese makaba ho e bia wonya diabetic and if you can so nisi chilade and so Johnson more than 3 times ansa na ade ache e bo won kai on say ye no me am sorry no munsu anadwo no kai 3 hours interval and that's 2 hours interval for say me that 10 p.m. 12 my Johnson bako plus 2 a.m. plus 2 4 a.m. Johnson is adiasa. Momo amon sorry enyo munsuo no de nkai 2 hours. Tika me Johnson for say 10 no plus 3 a1 plus 3 4 adiachi. Ba woni onya diabetic. O Johnson more than 3 times ansa na adiachi e bon kai so prostate no.
Munsuo bebre. Also me to ensuo de no papa.
Oh that's right.
Etimi sorry Johnson but e ma be check in your manual prostate no.
Enlarge mo enka ho akire pa mo ena biobon se okaleche wo Johnson o firi se ebia kem eso sa kopromo it bathroom no enka ka de bathroom shim no also be card pampan no bas darling how are you I'm coming just a minute king come 30 seconds bia okọ Johnson e bo nkai na every education ya mantam solution ho you find the Prostafet capsules.
Prostafet capsules.
A PROSTA Prosta. Now the fit ade an ho den. Prostafet capsules. Your body man say John Soboko. And the time make Prostafet se bit me aboa a solve sa problem way. 2004. Professor Kofi Anyanko from the Crency. You say Ghana ha a man afina nanka first pa prostate nanka 50 years ekro. A son in Sima Mediama ni message into at about 35 and 30. We say a solution is say nya alternative medicine a bit me aboa a resolve issue na nya bi. 1. Ye fa saponin ba ko a e o herbal material ma broni say anti-inflammatory. Inflammation ya ade a hyensuo. Anti-inflammatory ade a twisa nsuo no. E to kata nya la so to ebo TV no from tia say. Kame say o blood adun so twene ni. Urethra ni. Prostate gland and I mean second one. It's mo
bia e wo ho round.
Mo. This our prostate gland I say kan say air stretch ya almost outside the stretch na inside the stretch.
Okay,
the inside the stretch be can facade we e be can mia no pipe na Johnson fam no it na wo twem ye asa na pipe na
asa na bie no
sa sapon de na ekoye de ekoye ne say e be twinsuo na akota we mu no na e reduce a pulling it back say the be ya na pulling back see apa akona e kan mia no no e be jai ama we hu ato no ama Johnson aba
afia fa katitantu
antum. It is a when your symptoms bia or you so prostate animal in vivo studies here no as in ye test inside living host no ye test you say a period of 8 weeks obi an prostate action so e symptoms no e betwe o de owi onko up either say your PSA need the test or the scan or we are once after 8 weeks what be back to normal idea man ye wi enwie ye say hu say any mattress na ye no me ma na de no ye say money bi ho no ma you dey try na bra we no eje ne ho no pipe na sense can me achenti no eno ntuma fa ne pa me eti pe kumari ba ko a no so fe no auto dilator ene by active compounds e wo preservative capsules mu ye ba ne say ade we ne ebe so bonku ni fa na pipe we no afo so ebie ama Johnson esane what the entire Johnson become say oh say yeah so physics okay physics pa okay abstract so no abi unya unya oh say so what so go polytank mu che na wi aboso na anyema condition be create na abstract e pull force it means sake polytank na sin kosro hwe mean say polytank na sin e na wo de nsi no aside kosro because I say it is a Johnson go ade we mu na the whole above whole we pay and be from aba what about Johnson about tire this and this and better me aba Inti now Johnson free dia kebo no now tapping on baako a ewo preservative capsule dia ba ne say eno e resolve sadi we a soft muscle tendons no na agiaba na Johnson go ma na bana it preservative capsules your body man say Johnson boko who know for the rest of your life ya nyane sa when your symptoms ya oh you use preservative for 8 weeks oh you afi biem no say you use preservative no for 6 weeks let me say repeat when your symptoms see financial catheter the entire almost catheter no preservative eyi ne say one auto dilator no enso ne twe na pipe ni bia obon sa fe do be na dia shell no Johnson be fa pipe ne fa ho so say kwan na bi it was a 6 weeks na fe no Johnson be pipe no eyi na catheter na eden efro dia ma wo unya preservative capsules sa catheter ni yi ama ho dia to preservative capsules afibia
no no 6 weeks
6 weeks fan say me o dey o prostate enlarge o bo ho ba e dey say no what 35 echo 40 gra and then you use preservative 6 weeks we are afibiem no say you use 6 weeks to ensure say enlarge impo then say be droben atum ya pa ye pia so na nko ne mo je pra ho a aye na ya no pentia me telephone number sin yem fancy e ben action
Fredok telephone number doc what am for telephone number
me that's pa me MTN no 0245 0245 61
60
28 0245 61 60 28 0245 61 60 28 say no e busy from Airtel san say kete tantum say pe e feje dum anadwo no say foin kojo ato ensori biem e ha dwen pa anhwa se be kan no do eni kwa se basa fe no e busy from Airtel no eno say 0261 73 62 63 0261 73 62 63 kai say a Prostafit capsules your body man say Johnson boko
Medals say what I saw here Abrana so on TV XYZ yamra back to the studio you to my main shot same free so yanko a slow su sim card registration on konba permanent yanko
nana de dikan wo hu say ade ba akoye me ya it appears to me say an MPP mu no ye ni men and women a on betimi asoro nya kokodro ahwe honorable slow so ani maka no kra ba akopa akire no
so there
no question say she's messing up. She's just a complete mess up to the MPP as a party, to the government strategy, and the whole people of Ghana. Nana document a crime in a statement or kind of 31st July 2022. Statement no make key point to say she reluctantly acceded to extending deadline to September 30th, 2022.
Nonsense.
Nana, in this particular statement on one kind, or admit it say, if by 30th for September, so we are Ghana ni, I will stay with Ghana ha. Na so on register our SIM card, it will be blocked. This is according to her. And to me, besides, and running now a month for the SIM card, or say a block here, truncate, because where did they come from?
Or show powers.
And you see, Nana so kind young Ghana Constitution where Article 296, which is very instructive, no? It talks about the capricious use of power. It talks about exercise of discretionary power. And it talks about the fact that Article 296, I read, where in this constitution or any other law, discretionary power is vested in any person or authority, A, that discretionary power shall be deemed to imply a duty to be fair and candid. 2, The exercise of discretionary power shall not be arbitrary, capricious, or biased either by resentment, prejudice, or personal dislike. This is already Article 296. Now hear the posture of the Communication Digitalization Minister now. It appears as if she ran a kakistocrat government. As a government, so what na gain ya open one. Say you, then you throw it out. In this particular statement, and I'm reading page 2, paragraph 2, was say expanding access to broadband voice and data connectivity is indispensable to and facilitate economic growth. Nana happen here me pa.
It's you.
GSMA, an industrial organization representing mobile operators globally, conducted a study for the period from 2000 to 2017. And the result indicated that a 10% increase in mobile penetration increases GDP growth out to 2%. According to Honorable Eslousu Ankasa Numuasama, the signature Shasiano, or Sister Uba Yasia Fanana, you will call be from GSMA. No mobile time is about mobile money penetration operational or research maum. And from the year 2000 up to the year 2017, from former President Kufuor Kunyano, up to time His Excellency Mahama Handi over for a period of 17 solid years. Research on my HSA. So mine now woman ni padodona nya mobile phone, omunya data, omu ye call, omu use internet. Say increase by additional 10% growth. Manusi kasamuntu tuya ho odi nyinimu aye GDP no. Enu nso nyini by additional 2%. Na ye kasai no. So can finance minister statement or they call parliament now about the media review budget statement. Omuankasa review the growth of the country from 5.8 to 3.8. And what you say? Ghana krani economic growth na ye hwehwe no. Aswati even up to 2% decline. But ade ebema man na ho ode anyini ye mobile phone penetration no. Government is strangulating it. Nana when say you obi or Bono region or Western North or Ahafo North. Through no fault of her or his no, onya access to Ghana card. Nana say what kind on one statement or kind on the 31st of July. And let me read page 9. Or say non-resident Ghanaians who do not have the Ghana card can use their passport to complete the process, but are required to update the detail of the Ghana card when they acquire it. They have up to December 2022 to do so. I urge them to comply with this directive and to contact the NCA if they have any peculiar challenges. One will say, Nana, in this particular statement or no or can ya wa sign or since we Ghana ni na bibinti what could ya manone now se uni access to Ghana card ya emrama ho kwan say from a na year kasa to December 31st 2022 no utimi do passport and register o sim. The fundamental question maybe sana say se ukodwa so na so twensere mienu gu apaso anana yedi ba ko no ja ba ko se Ghana ni ono no wo Europe, Asia, any part of Africa onya ne Ghana card etimi use ne passport de register there. Common sense betre me bi o ti say so obi nso te Ghana man mu ha na onya ne Ghana card na enya ne fraud wa nyansa eha na nyansa wo ha eha na nyansa no hye nyansa betre wo say masa nipa ne kwan na onfa any acceptable source of identification and register the sim na ma memfa wonko paragraph 1 of his speech no kan ye na delaying the issuance of Ghana card. The NIA has not been able to issue all eligible persons with the Ghana card. As of Thursday, July 21st, 2022, 16.9 million individuals have registered for the Ghana card, with about 16.5 million cards printed. 15.7 million cards have been issued, whereas some 832,000 cards have not been distributed or collected. It won't say na so already on one narrating speech on one actual ya. Or say and na ye kase no NIA a printed 832,904 cards or mun cheye. And it say NIA and Cho be card the man.
Also on fa card and
now so on fa card and register unyansa wo he. Unyansa na wo he.
So tie ha.
I say what tie ha show we so. I will say the communication minister tuning in. No share a brand now so e ha na nyansa ni free. Because you see, Obia or Bono, Savannah, Northeast, Northern region, I have for Ashanti region. You printing a card. You chain a card, man. How do you punish that person? Kwame, ya me try bisa question say, why do you always have to visit the sins of a father on innocent daughter or son? And I know what's your man deadline. Sabani what deadline be the ma NIA. No, my main kind of conclusion of the statement or kind, you know, and how insulting is it to Ghana for say. I must end by reminding all us that the Ministry of Communication and Digitalization is not the supervisory ministry for National Identification Authority. Even though we collaborate with them, my hapless self has been wrongly vilified in certain context, particularly this past week for Ghana Culture, which I'm not responsible for. Professor Kenatefa and his sector minister, Honorable Embuderi, Minister for Interior, are available to answer any Ghana related issues. I'm staying firmly in my lane. Ghana Fontaine yo. Ghana card na mo ko ho ntokwa. Honorable Eslewusu ka kire wo say, se wonya wo Ghana card no nya nasem. Na mom se wo po Ghana card ho nsem misade a ko Honorable Embuderi, Minister for Interior, and Professor Kenatefa ho. Na kwame de ye me yakura sentwa ma wo ne say, Ghana fo esiri pe Ghana card enya. Aisha one no nya Ghana ni oye China ni no. Yetimi man premium card. Is it not a banana republic? Ghana for an Airwa Stadium now. There's one thing on my SSA Ghana card. In all the 16 regions in Ghana, na say Koko Basa Ghana card na challenge womwa. Baby ba ko pen na obetimi diaba Airwa Stadium. And it's obi wo Bono, obi wo Ahafo, obi wo Bono East, obi wo Savannah region, Northeast region. No, yeah, the Ghana card not challenge bomb one and I do a fat car and that's a plane free a sremu and a bunumaimu and a santimaimu bedroom crime. So do we have leaders who are thought leaders? And to your one penny forward yet to memu for no formuno or more grain home. Kwame media madri yam say Ghana card a same way I can and yet Ghana card keke and MPP are buying ye. There is more to the Ghana card.
What do you think is more to it?
What I think is more to the Ghana card, no, a possible collusion between the Electoral Commission of Ghana and the NIA. Because you see, Saubekaya, there was a day, His Excellency Dr. Baumia, at the catcher Ghana for say, so no Dr. Baumia man the Ghana card back one. He preferred that to 1,000 interchange. So I saw it to be very euphemistic. Na ekasakwa euphemism
ade
euphemism e woman say o patre Ghana for say bedroom maybe no Ghana card ne dey beto aba e me amete ha nei o new constitutional instrument o male wo parliament na it is crystal clear so there is a grand agenda to make say the Electoral Commission of Ghana person mo new voters register na say voters register no implicit in the new CI ne say won kra Ghana card ya untimi nye voters ID card. Enti Ghana for NDC man who say enye Ghana card any SIM card registration here fight you. We are fighting battle 2024 because na ye kase nana sa fa wiemo sa fa nsuosuo sa kwa asondan mo sa kwa mosumo sa kwa nsamampo mo MPP omni MPP ayaka. And you see in every election it can be free but it cannot be fair. And you see in Africa, no, and ya ba ya to be an kind. In Africa, you almost have been the car say, I can guarantee your freedom of speech, but I cannot guarantee what happens after your speech. Until now, ya can say no. I buy bet me guarantee Article 42 say, Obibia award 18 years of age of mind, sound mind. Et me to aba. Now to we and can kind way. Intermediate, yandi simpan in phone what parliament no. Ha media the shredia kesiye. Because you see, to me now beji see I not to our parliament. And if our members of parliament on the side of the NDC, who say, see I never am Ghana for Nadia, the logical thing to do, the more reasonable thing to do, they say, let us prevent it. The leadership of the NDC, John Dramani Mahama Kahono, must make sure. See I when you beji to ma. That particular session na can say yemfa Ghana card and kwan and register for voters ID card no must be expunged. So yantimi antu sa na mo no a in my candid view 2024 will be a tough battle for the NDC.
Will be a lost battle.
Tough battle.
A lost one.
Tough battle.
Well, it's okay. Play and go.
Your name that's it.
SIM card.
When commandant of the 5th battalion didn't come, SIM card.
SIM card.
SIM
card registration. I say I can't want MP. Now the kind say on my piano, you better not compare, but fast what you beat me and your data, and I say somewhere fat to my before. Hey, you do my dear, you did, said I better read my quantia, woman, or manam campon, so a day phone, a room, a fraud one month for near the other. So, very important. And until since 2011, Ghana yem say, young fan say, will be our auto SIM card be obey day, obey register. And until the subscriber identity model registration regulation 2011, LI 2006. And on a chair, a share the mobile network operators, no. Say, will be our the card money piano. And she said, what's all there? Register any panel. So that is the basis. Uba regulation tenor, a chair, cars and nipa or register no. A movie out bit majinaso. Driver's license, passport, national identification card, national insurance card. You know, a car say, boss or mobile to me, a jinaso yedi a day, I register ni panel. Na dwumadi ni hyase no nche so omode ba ne se omo dwumadi mu no de Ghana card nko a na ye de register nya sa na ba de ntia omo say because of regulation 71I of the National Identity Register Regulation 2012 LI 211 enunti no omo adwemu no de Ghana card no eno nko na odi be register na answer na sa asim beba no kra na so behwa aban no dwumadie bi a oye bi o se Ghana card minua yenko sa amre no nko kan ne yensu ade kakra ha wo ba sa LI 211 LI 211 honsam abedadwa mbanse nyina ye bobo ho no a be se me read this part no na ye nyina ye disu ade kakra regulation 7 right 7 was say mandatory use of national identity card. 7.1 a national identity card issued to an individual shall be used for the following transactions where identification is required.
Where national identity card means
Papa Ghana card and the uba I honor or say then registration of SIM cards.
Registration of SIM
cards. Reading your regulation was saying a national identity card issued to an individual shall be used for the following purpose. But our sentence will be 210 years. Then you say a national identity card issued to an individual shall be used. Then you man say the Ghana card ama obia. Na so kurana. Say nipa ni be edek sa Ghana card ni be di juma me bu bosi.
Issue man.
That is the law. But you law now Ghana card shall be used. What say? A national identity card issued to an individual.
Yes, we Ghana card now for my nipa no. That did you mean?
Me ba pa me am say yesua de kakra we mra. What say? Ati ahwefo nyina muntie ni yo. A national identity card issued to an individual shall be used for the following transactions where identification is required. Mambo biso applicable for issuance of passport, driver's license, voter register, and a SIM card registration. So the regulation 7 of LI 211 can say ye obi anya Ghana card ne kurana o de amana say nipa no eyenhye say sa Ghana card na wanya no wode be ye voter register or identification card, or they be register in the SIM, or they be apply passport, or they pre driver's license. And the normal be about 10 or 11 items alone na bobo. So omo yemra no edi kan omo nom kan nim nyansa say obi ni Ghana card untimi nhye no. And untina framers of the law say national identification issued to an individual. And unti ubetima apply law no wana nipa no nya card ni bi. But only the law doesn't apply to a person who has not been issued with a national identity card.
And this is a case where NIA issue be man.
That is it. What is saying? What can say? A sentino who will be winnie bio Kofagana card here. That is not the law. 2. Mama nkasa ebo SIM card registration chidom no. Eye LI 2006 2011 no. Achire kasa ye nyusu. Empanye SIM card registration. Driver's license, national health insurance card, passport ni ade. Ye to so biem. In Ghana, we buy a law in Article 11. A regulation cannot amend a regulation. Munteni Mrano ye did so. Mraya sumpa a constitution. If one about act of parliament. No about regulation, see any ade. Regulation bako, entimin kwa amende bako. Enti sa mram ye no be a jina ne ho so. Na oba mram we fe be interpretation. See a cheche mramu. Your Latin phrase be eka. General specialibus non dorigant. I say, a general law and a specific law. If there's a conflict, you go by the specific law. You man say mremu. In this case, mremu you can wasem. Say sir, LI 2111. A specific to national identity card. And LI 2006 a specific to SIM card re-registration. So now there's a conflict between the two. And to say specific one here, LI 2006, because I know that say, and actually acquire fast on register SIM card. And I went here for Ghana card. And you know general law. But they make a motor say, true. You're Mramian. Baku ya Mraya, the Ghana card. Baku ya Mraya, the SIM card registration. And there are two laws here. And I say, debate about say, card ban and fan register. Mramu yes, a basa. Dear a casa passadi and hono, and a specific law. And a dear, and only a mrebia, but can be cacrebia fahono, and a general law. So in this case, LI 211 a general law. And a LI 2006 a specific law in terms of SIM card re registration. So the general law cannot supersede the specific law. So if you are interpreting, you take the provisions of the specific law. And the specific law near 206. Yes. And also Ghana card and a chair say no the specific law. So this principle. Yes, will be a bit but this is a case where they call it re-registration. Senio, what kind even warm a re-registration? That is the only law. So far as it here, in any case 211 and can re-registration. Maminka wincho. Was say no say be used for registration of what? SIM card. Registration. That is it. Even 211 now more can be go LI 211 registration and not re-registration. And you must go back and use the 206. That is it. I know any specific regulation made for subscriber identity model registration. That is LI 2006. 6 of 2006, you know. And also says you buy SIM card registration, passport to driver's license. So emrabe na way jina for dey here the way. Okay, no makoka we. Last we share several platforms. Okay, then they realize it's a big mistake. So we have to test the law. Some of the MPs crack and want some judge, for example, he has the same position. I can't want some say it is totally wrong interpretation. And our communications minister. So you see, and you see, there is no coherence with a policy. No. Even 211 no more. What the mama saying can be? Oh, it's so sad. What say? A national identity card issued to an individual shall be used. Chenio. I want to come say shall be used. No, that means the coherence of even policy no more. In the first place. Esi ewie national identification card registration ni nyina. Sure. Na ye di eno ehia ase agina so register your passport, register your driver's license, register this. So it becomes the baseline document for registration for acquisition of passport, DV, whatever. It is a wunya eno as a baseline. Ubetimi use any document to register your SIM and you will still have Ghana card in there. Solid. So say idea common sense duma ahanyansa wa he omutie ha esi ewie Ghana card ne registration ni nyina ye wie no na Ghana card ne no an ye de ba kwaje passport eno an ye de ba kwaje ye kan say driver's license eno an ye de it say wuje Ghana card kwaje passport akwaje driver's license akwaje we wie a ubetimi use passport driver's license bibia de register SIM and it will make sense omonum kwantia. And why no more? What's the Ghana for a while Buruchiri? And your Munusu passport and fan register. Yes. No mobile Ghana no Benya Ghana card. I don't know common sense in China was say. Ghana for Munya Ghana card nibi. So be more quite say. Mon form of passport and register. Now your Ghana card I be update you.
Are you normal?
Wouldn't be into your cancer. No. Because he has seen that is the law. God, let's say, ni pay and shemano. And then I had was a mandatory use of what? National identity card, which is Ghana card. Or friend say, young friend is her. What's this? You're not the mawa. And then Oman can say, Tienio. And then Oman can say, Ghana card shall be used for. They don't say a person issued with Ghana card, no, and obey you should hear this argument. So it makes sense. Now they all kind hey, well, President Kaja said he was misled. So I'm not surprised at all. So we possible. And the OEN totally unacceptable, unlawful, illegal. It is contrary to law. Me won't know we just say changing our registration. Young fast. So the best thing was for you to do another regulation. So because the communications minister at Naman what does it? So on to me regulations to regulate this SIM card. Think of another regulation called Parliament. No fact some say SIM card re-registration ye be Ghana card and Kwani de. But current but
why will you even do that regulation? When common sense in Chile say Ghana card no any be are you normal like Ghana it's omunya day.
Kwamunim say enra branti bi anam social media wa born hu naked da obodia oko MTN officer gentleman bi school ha okobo omo enti aya me bisa se NPP mu nti yenya kokodro fo baako a obeso original hwe eslo usu ani maka cha ne say de wo ye no drop it. Can't we get one person?
I don't know why. How do you guys do it? I don't know. As a more car somewhere mutimi find it a worse boko nobody how do you guys do it? Because I really want to try.
No, one will say
because they're okay. So my chance America.
Minim the obeka.
I didn't know been to me share any moon country and said, Jimmy Najai. Like because Ghana for Ghana card in Libya.
We a youth commander. Meboa. No, so me president. We a youth president.
For your information, so we are court A+. As far as suit at the Supreme Court for interpretation of Article 2, Article 23, and Article 296. So the minister and one unreasonable because the basis of we have an administrative law.
Yeah.
Persons who have been vested with administrative authority must
not use it capriciously.
Must not use it capriciously.
It should be fair, should be
reasonable, candid.
Anybody in Ghana card was a chinchilla because
Nana MPP, there's one thing I have seen. Obi Bia Onya said Beya Kufuado Adam for doing something a president. O partners na calculation. A great minister number one. Ni behavior. O Philisa Onya Kufuado ne share same crowd blame moye namfofo ento no so ye president. Wo hwa no abo eslo usua. Of fan say only a Kufuor ni chamber.
Onim so up vice president.
Well, I can't validate that, but the point
I'm
with this attitude.
Yes.
With this attitude,
I'm going to tell you this
anyway. Because you see, Nana the oil and woman. What dear fan say now? No, Ivan Cash will show is to say, what dear say, crying here to take Kokashia kwa umuya. And she say, I would de ban. Ye were a handful. A sorry penny for a soldier from penny for sad ye wuye a woman in tia. And can she realize for a moment say she is becoming overly arrogant at the oil and what a buying no. Maybe I just don't get it. Because you see, I get so frustrated, so mad, so angry, say I measure no one. One way you know for we start to kind of far buying we. Oh, cotton show so. Now one measure one no and calculate one show so. Aseme be free wonu mu abana na wiye ya na bia na fo e ba be fa.
Ghana man capsules say me no ka say open the tintin bola say ntini ne be peja Ghana man capsules we no empanifo kasa ana me no waka no. Ghana man capsules. Prostar joy no so se Johnson ne mayi ojonso emu yoya ebi ka akiri na ehwe agufom entina o makatita yemfantum. Prostar joy capsules and the solution to the problem. Said the make wunya bi dia benom baako a day na prevent it. They mum so anya bia obenom ba kwa no pa ba kwa nwumre na akio. Prostafit capsules no Prostar Joy. The obenya ba bia benya bie 0244 72 7028 0244 72 7028 and 0244 75 4380. Ghana Herb Therapeuticals anede eye Ghana Balm any Poster Joy aba eye edwaso aha eye abrana so mbede boy sorry so ana
ya me ndi
bibi ho
de na make no
sorry so
akama de baako
ade
Enra Deputy Finance Minister John Kuma Komeki comment said the currency of Ghana is the 3rd best ranking in Africa. And let me tell him, you see, Sebi, Kwasiani Hede Dokona Twasho nim Sabin, and you're non quan na economics, and on your non quan in finance. And now ye say no all over Africa and all over the world. Oh, pa maya eda wheelchair so intensive care unit, pa material Ghana. The issue is not about so bekwako really theories at two kwanyaba abe throw tantrums into the air. Ghana for a work from a work room air kase. Amamwo no nye, amamwo no ye kele wele, amamwo na say, amamwo we amamwo in fact. So the chap then you cry here onye. Na me dem anu si no. Se uye NDC ni na o hwe me na. Aban we anama ofa so nyina say they are making every conscious effort to reach 2024. But we must come together to save this country 2024 and then to that no obi anfanhye ni team say baby bia wo we NDC na let every day be a campaign day but December 2024 will be a communal labor or change our Ghana
yeah minu aketwa baako ene na oda Sam Annan Stanford woko Calf University College level 200 on a more class rep and then the birthday nti me fa akonya so na ma wish na happy birthday yankopon kan ho na onyini nkwa animu me ma no sie no said the minu e kan there's one important issue asha one someone na asem na aba yakoche no enra intelligence be na akofa abrantie bi small scale miners or more penny back president because wakoka say asha one enye intelligence who near the chair or not or show mamu hada dada na oni ni fiewura na ntokwa eden esi omuntam na oye den ifiewura no afa ho akwa report am ya fa no oh nipa mpen no kre to the sense of VAT crew you say office of president ayi ebo sticker ebo anim so oba obi an stop no so Ghana as a country you see officially yet deport obi o nipa na timi aba back to the country wo ma kire ne site nyina wo tu galamsey enche western of region oh ye galamse wo ho se nkanye ni fiewura no ne dan ode ama obi akoya kasakasa threat ba mu ne se maame ne da so tia na obi eka se yakoche na nwa lawyer se je ya ma kra mo no hu na ye den enti baby ekọ no so serious se omu betimi asore da krope am ya block obi akwa can you imagine what will happen 2024 elections because president Akufo-Addo say Jenny yo somebody sorry that crap, but that's sorry. Me a block will be a call, Ghana. Can you imagine 2024 election? Yakabo my PPL lusu. Can you imagine what will happen? Because Obi our you wake up one day, one blocking for course. What do you say? To me, Ben, now when the yes. Why you know once I found what the how do you do that? I don't get the Wabana PPL lusu. SYZ and map, Power FM and map, Radio Go. What do you say? Then I'll be. How do you even know the results? Mina o dwene bibi en wo ka sha to asem wo so ba fa parliament wo to wani hwesoro wo hu brosantintiness won dimbe ne atwagu so wo hwe electoral commission of Ghana wo dan ya wo ma pages wo okata che hu ye parliament chi gwa wo do afa wo hwe these are the legacies of President Mahama Yekanwa ko hwe
nana we raise important point o if somebody ma block here same 2024 die better ba yakika bom wo MPP elu so no and this important for say yes original
okay I'm time aso agwaje be shasi akase agumashum na
because wa Kenya bibi wo mimu na wa Kenya bibi wo mimu e was say this important for no yes original answer na be sign off no the lawyer can na me so 30 seconds I think say wa arouse some consciousness in me na e was say and this important for parliamentary press conference na doso
we was say BBC obi didi na ordinance for man on this year
beauty beso oyana me home one ba na me sha say ekoto bomb bi and I know bomb
na gunsansa na akili baby o
and I know na ekoto bomb for NDC for no one anyo mo de na bi na wo tie NDC station mo de mo di agro mo ni minti aho You guys don't know me well.
Nana menka so homo amra. Ba asem a wo kan ya asem a.
That is what I'm serious.
Yeah, serious. Ba ye kanya omo. Nana ndis ye serious. Ba ye kanya omo.
Na no me o ha na enkrofo afre. But you are on power XYZ and you are talking about ndis and I'm saying Obami anka say chief usum ba bi original no. When him dey na me TPF na me dey MPP for. APF from MPP station. Edward Boateng and Nadia. But to go ahead and the MPP am. Nobody can buy me my voice. I'm telling you. Whatever I feel like saying, and I know in my conviction say you're right. You can't tell me. You can't stop me. Beautiful, call me serious.
Yeah, serious. Yeah, Kenya.
Oh, beautiful,
me see you serious. And this is serious for power. That was say Kenya be more.
Excellent. Mama Kessler was awesome. Asla. Oma we nyam yawo. Na mo politicians we are so more pie more politicians. If I say be omutumi no nkrofo de mamo. Ene jo mama memo nkrofo bi ana wo moye dwe kan ene ohia wo mo a all of a sudden. And in fact enye jo mama memo nkro akufo ado amemo mo a nkrofo bi a na wo mo ewa ba mu be the first term na ene ye nyo ya mo position. All of a sudden they want to come back and be friends with some of us. But tell be my adwene simple. Eno ko he ma brabo a esla o man nya odia enya nkwan so na nim nyansa de wo ye ni nyansa ba kokora enim ana sabi o don't behave say na asa o na aye tough oba ya asanto na fine se Ghana fo nya Ghana card ya ontimi mfa Ghana card ne nkoye registration ma ne nye yi.
This is the law.
If se Ghana card ni nkura no it will better no, and this is common sense. Etiade na wontimi ntwen na ye nya Ghana card ni mo obi anya bi nwi ansa no waba ana sabi o procurement sika na obediri kakra no eti na ho pre wa na de ya. If there is a coherence of a governmental policy esi ye wie Ghana card no eslo so abam se Ghana card ye de ko. But this is a case where the wo ye ni nyansa ba kokora enim ye besere me wasem ka eyemeden just that what the do baby I cannot hold myself. Because I said some years ago, my jollof food didn't. My loyalty is with you. My nyansa.
Jollof keke. Nana jollof.
Jollof keke.
Jollof.
On the top.
And you would shorten the destiny of Ghana.
Well, I haven't. I'm saying it, but I'm saying because of
and
the
I'm
jollof.
sorry to say this today. I'm disappointed in you.
It's okay. You can be disappointed.
I have to be.
Oh, ma'am, jollof for us. I tell more corner me shenechi. All right, so as long as you do we nyansa be anim. I respect you a lot, but nyansa ni de wo yen obi ntimi hwe ni mo kan chawo me ma hwe ni maka chiro me did wakata chi afifa mensa next week ye be se hia ha e ya bra na so ha na nyansa wo esla wutie ha nyansa na ebeboa wo de wo yen nyansa ba kokora enim fa koto ba bi mumie bi enkrofo me de block em fa me ho me register and you see sometimes people say and de wo ye wo ko register wo dia no abeka kire Ghana for say mo register me I don't say one thing and do the other. Beauty, ubedia dance here. So I'm checking name na here *400# meboa. Okay, I won't put my name out there. But ubedia dance here. Edibe na hunwe. Is it okay the river?
Name Leo Mensa.
Me register me sim.
Oh, please link your Ghana card to your SIM card.
Me link me Ghana card to my SIM card. Because on principle, me say there's no su ye nyansa enim.
Nyansa ba.
Eti nyansa ba me ye. Oye ni nyansa kwa so a meye
Nana what did you see of voter region
Mapon
Togo afi de maye mo na baso ne
Mapon
oh
thank you
Mr. Body
oh